Bet.
What's up, Raider Nation? How y'all doing? Give us just a second, and here you go.
Ever since a kid, it's been patching skulls. Black and white, you see it on my flags and poles. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask.
What's up, Kush? How are you doing this evening, sir? We having a you're muted, sir.
Oh, my bad. I can't call it. I said I can't call it. I'm about to throw this iPad on and watch this motherfucking Laker game, man. What's up with you, brother?
Watch the Denver Nuggets game.
Yup. Let me
I'm
see
doing the
what's going
same thing. You know what I'm saying? I just watched LeBron miss that dunk. You know, it's my dude. You know, he played for the Lakers, so ha
on. Bruh. Hey, this series, man, I've been telling people, man, this Jokic dude, bro, he can pass like magic. He shoots the three. He rebounds. He's
bruh.
physical. It's a scary motherfucker, man. I had to fight him after the game, man. I had to see him. I'd be mad. I'd be trying to like, hey, bro, I can't. I don't like the way you dunking on me like this, bro. You disrespected my whole shit.
This motherfucker's skill set is insane, bro. If you don't guard him at the 3 point line, he'll shoot the three. I mean, if you shut him down in the lane, he'll make the right pass. I'm looking at him right now, making assists. Aaron Gordon on a break.
Yep,
This dude is insanely good.
bro, insanely good, dog. Insanely good. Outscoring LA 16-9 in transition. That's their problem. Is they can run that fucking floor. They truly can. And they catching it's 48-53 Lakers. Eric,
What do
I
you
know
think
you
about
watching.
this fucking Austin Reeves dude? This dude fucking just comes up so clutch all the time.
Hey,
Like
dog, this
God,
that's white. That's Mayo Mamba. That boy is he's stepping up. If
I
he has
think
a
I
series,
think he's more Robert Ory though, because his
you
shots are
know
so
what?
timely.
He is kind of he does have a little bit of that. He kind of reminds me of something. I know it's something. I want to see what. Damn, Jokic is good. God dang, he just bodied two cats, bro. They gave him everything he had. He just toss it. But nah, man, Mayo Mamba, bro. He definitely he got some playoff Horry. I can see that. He ain't got the height. Though. He ain't 6'10", whatever Horry was, but he has
Yeah,
that. He has that clutch gene to him where he
he's
can.
clutch.
Yeah. Hey, D. Russell playing good too, man. I'm shocked. Oh,
D'Angelo
there he
Russell
goes
looking
again.
good.
There he goes again, Mama. There goes that man again. Hey, let's
Did
see.
you see what Giannis said earlier?
No, I didn't see that.
They asked Giannis, or like he was on a TikTok live or whatever, and somebody asked him, "What about would you come to the Warriors?" And he's just like, "Ooh," he looked like real intrigued, like, "Ooh." So I was trying to think, like, how can we make that happen? I think the best way to make that happen, you're gonna have to give up 3 to 4 number one picks. You're gonna have to give up two big salaries, Jordan Poole, and probably, I mean, getting Giannis would actually cancel out not having Andrew Wiggins because those two
Yeah, you
those
don't need
two
to worry about
salaries
that. Yeah.
together would make about Giannis's salary, so you can make the trade happen that way. But it
Damn.
was just a thought. It's not nothing like they're not even the GMs aren't even talking about it. It's not even a rumor. It was just a thought that I was having.
Hey, man. Anything can happen in the NBA. I'm a firm believer of that. You see what happened with AD. I was talking to my homeboy the other day about that, or this morning about the possibility of the Lakers getting Lillard, and he was like, "Man, it can't happen, bro. It can't happen." I'm like, What the fuck you mean it can't happen? It's the NBA. He's
I
like,
don't
"Bro,
think they can
they
afford
maxed
him.
out." Yeah, he's like, "They
Yeah,
maxed out." I was like, "He's like, they got too many young players." I was like, it's true, but it is the NBA. They can make some shit happen if they really wanted to. 'Cause I didn't think they
they
was gonna get
can.
AD. He was talking the same shit back when AD was in the Pelican. He's like, there's no way we can get AD. He's like, I like it. He's like, the Laker Nation's tripping. There ain't no way we're gonna get him. And then it took some time, but hey, I don't know. I wish that Dame would leave, but I have a feeling he ain't going nowhere, man. I don't think he's going nowhere. I think he's gonna stay right there. Did you see what he said today?
No, I didn't.
He somebody gave him gave him a hard time about playing in Portland, and it was a fan. It was sounded like it's been like a culmination of it. And he was like, "Oh, y'all don't want me in Portland no more." Like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, you keep on. I'm a bounce. So I
I've
don't
been
know.
saying that. I think the
Yeah,
best fit would be in Miami with Jimmy.
yeah. Miami would be dope as hell because they both athletic. They can run the court. They cause matchup issues,
They
and
would
they
be
would be out there
LeBron and
hooping.
D Wade again.
Yep, they sure as hell would. They
That
sure
would
as
be
hell
a
would.
killer combo, bruh.
We
And who
got
wouldn't want to play in Miami?
we got like probably about a good 3 year stretch that we can see Jimmy. You know what I'm saying? In the Heat at his prime. So you got to get him some tools. If he gonna stay there, you got to get him.
Yeah.
We got Dark in the house. What's going on? We got
What up,
Penguin.
Dark?
We got Big
Rob, what's
Worm.
up? Worm, what's
Yep.
happening?
Got Deep Menace.
Menace.
Yeah.
Menace beat Menace. Everything I post, Menace come click that like button for me, bro. That's my dog right there. That's my rider.
Hey, hey, D Menace, bro. It's my day one, man. Since I've been on YouTube, bro. He was the day one. Like, hey, I'm fucking with your shit. I'm gonna buy your merch. I'm gonna like your statuses, bro. That's all you can ask for from a homie, man.
Yep.
That's a homie for sure, man. Yeah.
Yep.
What you smoking on over there? What you got?
So this is it's some. I don't like it. It's black truffles.
Oh yeah, I've had truffles before.
I don't like it. It's a little harsh and it's like very flavorless. It's like just smoking weed. It don't really have
Yeah,
no distinct flavor. Like lemon cherry gelato, it tastes like real. I can't even describe the taste, but it has a taste. Cookies has a taste. Gelato has a taste. This motherfucker don't have no taste. It just tastes like fucking weed.
yeah, yeah. And it kind of gives you like a little. For me, when I had it, it kind of gave me a little sore throat too. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
I
it's a
don't like.
little harsh, makes you cough.
I think it was more of an I like indicas lately. I fuck with indicas, but man, it's been some indicas I've been smoking that's just been. I had to take me a nap. I had to go sit my ass down. That shit was too heavy. You know what I'm saying? Like it's one of
Yep.
them. I had to go sit my ass down. But I do have, you know what? I'm gonna go grab it. I got this little dab machine that I've been using. That shit is nice. And it'll get you right where you want to be at, but it's nothing like smoking some flowers from time to time. But I got some good ass hash I can mix with that shit.
You know what? Next week I'm gonna try doing my show out on the porch, bro, because this lighting in here absolutely sucks.
Yeah, I feel you. I be chilling, man. I like sitting on my patio just because I be talking shit. Hey, but you know what's crazy though, bro? So I was I was outside of my patio and I was chilling the other night, like on Sunday, and I was just chilling outside. I was taking a dab, and my neighbor that I share my fence with, my backyard fence. He comes around the side. And he was like, yo, it's your neighbor, it's your neighbor. He's like, they broke into your neighbor's house through the garage because my neighbors next door, they just moved out. And so the landlords, they renting it out. So people are coming in, fixing it or whatever. And it's midnight, you know what I'm saying? So somebody popped the garage door open. And so I'm like, all right, bro, I'm gonna meet you out front. You know what I'm saying? Come around the side of the house and I'll meet you at the front of my house. So I go grab my shit, grab my gun, go meet him at the front of the house. We searched the house. It was just some kids fucking around or whatever. So afterwards, I tell him like, yo, man, hey, bro, take down my number, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't really talk to my neighbors that much. I was like, hey, let's link up one day. And he was like, you smoke? I was like, yeah, I smoke. He's like, oh yeah, I be smelling your shit, man. He's like, you got the best smelling weed. And he was like, hey man, whatever you be talking about over here, he's like, I be listening. He's like, you one of the most entertaining motherfuckers I've ever heard, bro. He's like, I don't know what you be talking about back there. I'm like, oh man, I be creating content, so I'm talking shit about the Raiders. He's like, bro, that shit be having me entertained, man.
Yeah,
Shout out to my damn neighbor, bro. I didn't even realize I was over here putting on
give him
the
the
show.
channel.
Right? For real. I'm having to pull up one of these days, man. Shit.
You know what you should do, Kush?
What's that?
Because like you're since yours is more professional than mine, you should get business cards printed up have motherfuckers go to your channel like with the little QR
You know
code.
what? That's a
Everybody
good
you
ass
meet,
idea,
give
bro.
them a little thing and be like, hey, anytime you get a chance, just scan this little code and go check out my content.
Bro, that's a genius ass idea, bro. That's you know what? That's what a college educated motherfucking friend is supposed to have ideas like that right
See,
there. Oh,
because
I
if you
appreciate
just
it.
tell somebody go to my channel, they're gonna forget that shit by the time they get home. But if you give them
Yep.
a little card when they go home and they take their wallet out and their keys out, they can be like, "What's this card?" They're like, oh yeah, that was that dude. Here, let me scan that shit now that I got a minute. Boom.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yep. Yep. You man, you right about that. I have I do it for my business. I have a you ever seen it's called Blink? It's like this little QR code card, and you can. It's like a scanner, so you just have it keep in your business card in your wallet. Show it to people; they can scan it on their phone. I have it on my phone too,
Oh,
but
okay.
I think an old school business card, man. Nothing beats. People be talking about that shit all the time, and some of the guys I work with, like they really into the digital cards. I'm like, bro, you have no idea the value of having an actual old school paperback business card in your pocket. Like that shit
Yeah.
hits hard. It does something psychological for a person.
It's like it's like you can have a digital driver's license, but ain't nothing like having that hard copy.
Yep, yep, exactly.
Same
Yep,
thing.
yep. What up, all eyes? How you doing, bro? T's in the house. What's up, T?
Terrence, what's going on? Eyes, what's happening?
Nah, Eric ain't gonna be in tonight, man. You know what he doing? He's stressing out, bro. He biting his nails. He's cussing at the screen right now. I can guarantee. Nah, he chilling right now. You know what? Hey, let me get a little homie the link, man. Since the Lakers
I
is
already
winning.
shot it to him.
Oh
He said he might.
yeah.
He said he might pull up, but he'll be late because he's not at the
he
house.
he ain't gonna pull up, man. The Lakers is on, bro. He gonna get him something to eat, and he
If
about
they
to chill.
lose, he really ain't gonna pull up.
If they lose, yeah, it's 64-55, third quarter, 7 minutes.
They doing good.
They doing good. They playing in Denver too, huh? Yeah, if I got them winning this one. If they win this one, they'd be all right in the series. But hey, the Denver can win in LA, no problem. They ain't tripping on who they play or where they play at. All eyes on G said his neighbors always saying they smell it. Yeah, bro, my shit be loud sometimes, man. I be trying to hide it, but yeah, it be loud. It be loud over here.
My landlord come over and he be like, "Bruh, I smell that shit as soon as I open the door to my car." I be like, "Yeah, you know how it should be." I was like, "Nigga,
Yeah,
you knew what I did before you went into me, so I don't want to hear
get out of
nothing."
there. Yeah, get out of there. My dog trying to fuck with my strawberries. Look, I got some strawberries going. Nigga, look at these little strawberries.
Oh, okay.
They got me a little garden going. You know what I'm saying? It ain't too much. My dog, ever since I had it, like I don't eat off this shit no more. I just had it just to have. But now my dog be fucking eating out all the food. I don't want to eat nothing because you don't want no shit no animal be walking in. But this motherfucker be walking around eating all the shit, man. Eating all the damn strawberries where they grow, bro. You can't be doing that shit, man.
At least wait for him to get red, homie.
You know what I'm saying? For real, bro. Yeah, yeah. Oh shit. Is AD hurt? Nah, he alright. I thought he was hurt. Shit.
That motherfucker stay hurt, bruh.
He said Eric's still looking for his booster seat. Yeah. He might be scared to be on a live in Lakers zone. Hey, he said it, bro. It's bad juju for him. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, then we definitely need him to get on.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, about bad juju, bro. How do you feel about like that shit? About having you feel like bad juju is a real thing? You know what I'm talking
I
about?
I'm weird like that, bro. So like I feel like things that I do cause my team to win or lose. So like if if I'm wearing a blue hat, if I'm wearing my blue Warriors hat and the Warriors win, best believe the next game I'm wearing that blue hat again. But until that, you know what I mean? I'm real superstitious like that. I have a Raider helmet that lights up. It's like a lamp. And like if I turn it on, if I remember to turn it on Friday night before I go to bed and leave it on all weekend, the Raiders usually win. But when I forget to turn on my lamp for the weekend, we lose. So you know what I mean, I blame myself a lot. I know it has nothing to do with that, but yeah, to answer your question, I'm big on that juju stuff.
Yeah, me too, bro. I don't wear Raider shit the day of. I don't wear none of my Raider shit. I'll keep it on the side. I'll keep it on my couch. I'll have a hat. I got my little Raider blanket in the wintertime. I don't even let motherfuckers lay in the Raider blanket when the game is on. Like if they lose, I'm snatching the blanket up. So like I'm weird that way, bro. I'm hella weird, man. And like if we get a win, I'm taking inventory of like the shit that I wear. And I swear, every time we win,
Yeah.
I'm always outside. I'm never wearing Raider gear. Never, ever had a game unless I've been in the stadium itself wearing Raider gear. I squeaked out a couple wins and shit. Damn, that was a good three. Man, that Porter cat is good, bro. We got a ball game,
6 points.
68-62. Yep, 5 minutes left in the third. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, check this shit out. This is it's called a Puffco proxy, and you put your dab up. You already know what it is. You put your dab in like this. You got your little burner with it or whatever, and man, this
What up,
shit is
Dirty?
nice. Dirty, what's going on?
What up, Furpo?
Furpo's in the house. What's up, Furpo? Furpo got to be the most motivational dude, inspirational, non-dramatic person in the nation, because he'll show up and just hit you with a Raiders, and he's like Groot. You know what I'm saying? He can show like I am Groot. You can tell what type of mood Furpo is and how many R's or S's that he puts in on his Raiders and shit. Man, shout out to you, Furpo. He's always consistent. You'll never see him talking shit. I saw Furpo get mad one time. I think he's like, "Yo, who said so?" Other than that, my man he is locked in, bro. He got to get his rose. I got to get my guy his roses when they do, because that mug be in there every time, relentless, bro. There you go, Raiders.
Look what he say, Kush.
Huh?
Dirty said, "Don't talk to him."
What it say? What happened? Oh shit! Yep.
I forgot that this is our show. Not supposed to be doing the comments. I was like,
Oh,
I was thinking of watching the comments, not highlighting nothing.
you just
I
having a good
completely
ass
forgot
time.
that we have control of it.
Nah, we gonna send you the link, Dirty. We gonna talk to you. We talking about don't talk to you, man. Shit, we talk to you if we want to. I just talked to Dirty about 10 minutes before this shit. About don't talk to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, this thing burns up, and then you just put your hash in, and
Well, you don't be trying to get just a little high. You trying to get really, really high.
I'm a pro, bro.
Have you ever been like over high where like you start sweating and you start salivating, like you got to throw up, you get dizzy, and so you got to run to the
Yeah,
bathroom, start splashing water on
yeah,
your face and stuff?
yeah. I blacked out one time taking a dab, bro. Them dabs will do that shit. If you take them hot ass dabs or a hash, yeah,
Uh huh.
they'll take the lungs out your chest and just bro.
Woo.
One time I was taking a dab, and I was with some clients, and I used to work for this dude that was like a cannabis like drug lord, and this motherfucker would just call you and just chew you out. And this nigga called me, bro, and just chewed me out and knew it. Right after I took a dab, and my heart started
Pizzle.
racing, and I just boom, I blacked out, bro.
Man, right?
Yeah, you gotta be careful with them dabs.
Hey, one thing I'll never mess with again is absolute vodka, bro. I'm not even a drinker, but I had a white partner when I lived in Modesto, like way back in the day. He came over, he brought some absolute vodka. I never heard of this stuff. I started drinking some, and I was like, "Ooh, that's kind of cool." I didn't even feel tipsy or nothing. I was like, "Brother, I got to piss." So I got up. This is at my house. My mom had a nice coffee table in the living room, like a square coffee table with the glass panels, everything. Bro, I stood up, and all I knew was next thing I know, I was like in through the coffee table, broken glass and wood. My mom yelling at me. I'm like, "Oh, bro," and I never
Yeah,
get the absolute after that.
bro, absolute ain't nothing to fuck with, man. That should have hit you, boy. That should have hit you, man. Gin does that to me. If I drink gin, it's a bad night. It's a bad night for me.
Like what
I'm
kind?
already
A
knowing.
special kind of gin or just gin?
Just gin, period, bro. If I drink gin, man, the last time I drank gin, I was going down the street. I was walking down the streets of Savannah, Georgia, on St. Patrick's Day, just jumping in random chicks' cars, talking about what's up, what y'all doing? They're like, nigga, who the fuck is she? Because it was like nothing
You
but
thought it was
traffic, you know?
Freaknik or something, huh?
Yeah, nigga, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. You already know. Bruh, I was jumping in motherfuckers' cars and shit because they was all just parked up on the street. So, you know what I'm saying? Everybody playing their music, the windows rolled down, and I'm just hitting the gin. And I saw some I liked, you know what I'm saying? Just jumped in the car. There's two on the thing. They like, I'm in the back seat. They
Like, what
looking
the
at me like,
hell you
nigga.
doing?
I'm like, hey, what's up? Y'all want to take a shot? They're like, man, get the fuck out of my car.
For real.
Yeah, that shit have you wilding out, bro. And I can drink. Like I usually, if I drink, I'll fuck with Hennessy. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I don't
Woo.
drink. After my 40s, man, I don't really drink that much in my 40s, bro. My 30s, a little bit. 20s, oh yeah, I was getting down. You could not
So
drink me.
around that house, outside of Vegas, like I drink just like to be cool. You know what I mean? But when I
Yeah,
go to Vegas, bro, I try to get towed back because I want to have one of them hangover experiences
yeah,
where I
me
don't
too.
remember what happened the next
Yeah.
morning. And just everybody be like, bro, you was wilding. But
Man,
the one alcohol I found that works with me that I could manage where I could drink it and not get too bent is like rum. Rum works for me real good.
rum is one of the ones that'll just chill you out. They ain't gonna have you too overly wild. You know what I'm saying? Like vodka, dude, it's clear. So you know what I'm saying? It'll hit you differently too. But like rum is a darker, but it won't give you too much of a hangover like Hennessy would.
Yeah, yeah, rum is my one. I don't really like gin. I have a bad story about that too. You remember back in like 1990? Well, I'm gonna put a timestamp on it. Back in 1994, McDonald's had came out with these supersized cups, and they had the Dream Team on them. I had like Magic Johnson and Karl
Love the
Malone and Travis
motherfucker. I
Scott.
love the
You remember
motherfuckers,
them big
bro.
ass cups?
Yeah.
So, so that was back when Snoop Dogg Gin and Juice came out, right? Now,
hmm
me and my wife, we had just met, and her and her brother, her mom went out of town. Her and her brother were having a party. Her mom kept a big old bottle of Tanqueray in there. I never had Tanqueray before, right? But I seen it on Gin and Juice video with Snoop, right? I'm like, okay. And she's like, I got some gin. I was like, I'm gonna go get some orange juice. So I get the cup and I pour out this much Tanqueray in the thing, right? And then I pour the rest of the juice. I started drinking it. I was like, bro, this is disgusting, bro. She's like, you ain't gonna waste it. You just gotta down it. So I downed as much as I could.
Oh no.
Bro, the party was over. All I did was just sit on the couch the rest of the night,
Yeah, just tilted,
watch
just tossed.
everybody else partying.
Man, bro, I got a firsthand view on like how to be a professional drinker from the army because like from 17 to 20, like we had to go through the pre 9/11. You can just you know what I'm saying speed on through the base. You didn't have no guards, nothing like that. But
Oh
like
yeah,
there was times like they would have them out there, and and they would pull like DUI tests on you and shit, or like card everybody and see who was all in the car of age.
license checks, all that shit.
Yeah.
My
So I would
mom's
have
military. We used to go to the bases. I know what you're
okay.
saying.
Yeah, so I would have a fake ID. You feel me? So I would go to the club and just get tossed. You know, what I'm saying, to tossed back as I can, be in the back seat and be passed the fuck out. And then like when we get ready to go through the gate, they'll tell you like, "Hey, bro, hey, wake up, wake up." You know what I'm saying? You got to sober up. You got to act like everything cool. Because if you look like you fucked up, they'll pull you out and they'll be like, "Hey, how old are you? What's your age?" You know what I'm saying? Yeah, if they really wanted to fuck with you. I had some homeboys
Right.
that got popped like that. So, bro, you had to like go from like a being passed out for like an hour and a half. You know what I'm saying? Faded to just how you doing? Yep,
Back
all
in
right, bro.
character.
Yeah, back in
Woo.
character, bro. That Henny would get the best of me, bro. I'll be that motherfucker. But one time they tried to pull me out, man, and I had a homeboy that was from he's from LA, and he threw a big ass scene and just was throwing up his gang signs and shit. You know what I'm saying? Trying to distract the MPs. He's like, "Hey, cuz, why y'all fucking with my nigga, man? Yada yada yada." Just
Oh
a straight
shit.
up distraction move, bro. They were like, "Oh man, calm down. It's gonna be all right. You guys just get out of here, have a good night." I'm like, bro, I appreciate you, man. If you didn't do that shit,
Woo.
bro, I would not be here probably talking to you. I would probably got in trouble, whatever they would have did. You know, they would have just made you, you know what I'm saying, do extra duty, go cut the grass or something with some scissors or, you know what I'm saying, some dumbass shit. But I avoided it that night, man. I appreciate my homie for that
They
one.
do that shit outside the basic training.
Yeah. Yeah. If you fuck up, like I had a homeboy that he was like, can't get right, dog. Like this motherfucker, bro, was always in trouble, man. Always getting drunk, fighting
Private pile.
people. Yeah, man, stealing shit, you know what I'm saying? Like selling it for money or whatever. And then the first time he got in trouble, they made him go and cut grass with the scissors. So he had to cut the whole brigade's grass with scissors. Just go all across it.
Damn.
Yeah, and they told me, they said, man, that shit got to be like so many inches, like 3 inches off the ground. So this motherfucker's like going around just like he's in a barbershop, all day long. That's all he was doing. So it's like, man, yeah,
Damn.
they'll fuck with you, man, if they really want to get with you. But it's a different army now, though. I heard they got like they had different, some different standards with it. But yeah, man, they used to if they but hey, it's either that or you get kicked out. You know what I'm saying? So I'd rather see the homies getting that than going through some serious shit.
Make a choice, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Oh shit, we got a game. 64-70.
74-74.
Oh shit. Is that what you got? Oh, because my shit got a delay. That's right. I was freezing up. My shit froze up for a minute. Yep, 74-74. Ooh, there go
What's a
LeBron.
tie? Here go LeBron. He's gonna do
Hey,
drives.
what's your take on LeBron? Current status of LeBron. How you feel about him? I know that's your guy. How you really feel about him all the time? No, you think he's the GOAT, or you think he's top three? What's your view on him? What can make him better?
He's definitely top three, but I think those L's in the finals are gonna hurt him.
Yeah,
The Warriors having a dynasty on his watch is gonna hurt his legacy.
yeah.
Because I can't think that. Well, then if that's the case, then you have to hold San Antonio's dynasty on Kobe's watch
That was a good ass
against
dynasty
him
too.
too.
Them motherfuckers was hooping too. That
And
was some good ass teams.
that's the advantage that Michael Jordan's gonna have. Is like nobody else had a dynasty when he was around, or when once he took over,
Yeah,
nobody really won shit but him.
yep.
So that's the argument. You know what I mean? That's going to be the deciding factor for me. But I personally, I don't like Michael Jordan, but you cannot discredit his greatness.
What don't you like about Jordan?
I feel like Jordan didn't do anything for. So I'm really big on community service. So
Yeah,
I feel
yeah, yeah,
like
yeah,
Jordan
yeah,
didn't
yeah,
do
yeah.
anything for anybody but himself. And LeBron
Yeah,
does a lot for the community.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
why I favor LeBron more than Jordan.
He does a lot for the black community too, as well. And I think Jordan, I
Right.
think when he got famous, it was a lot of issues with his political views and his status that he couldn't really take a stance on certain things. And it seems like he did those deliberately. A lot of stuff that he could have and should have taken a stance on, he did it. I'm with you on that. Uh, I think, man, I think I'm missing out on LeBron. I think I'm missing out on greatness. You feel me? Like it's turning into that point to where you start to like with Jordan, you can just smell the greatness. Whenever you saw him on the court, you was like, okay, yeah, I need to make sure I pay attention to this shit. Well, LeBron is the same way, but it was always like, for me, it was a questionable view. I was always like, okay, I'm watching them from the era of seeing Jordan and the era of seeing Kobe. So people that have never seen them and just watch them right now may have a whole different view now, which is crazy to me. Like that makes me feel like a straight up old head now. You know what I'm saying? Because like people was looking at us like that when they saw George Gervin play, and they saw the Julius Irvin. You know what I'm saying? And players like that from back in that era. And we were over here talking about Jordan. They were like, "Nah, bro, that shit's been done before." But we see what it evolved to with Jordan.
Right. Right.
I say that because I need to buy me some. I need to buy me some more LeBrons. I don't have any of his shoes. I really need to step my shoe game up, bro. I really do.
I'm really big on oohs and ahs when I go somewhere. Like, I really do like, like when I go somewhere and people are like, man, your shoes is fresh as shit. And I don't never, ever, 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 ever get that with LeBron's, but I always get that with Jordans. I was like,
Oh yeah,
man,
you gonna
this
get it with
Jace is
Jordan.
fresh, but
Yeah,
nobody ever compliments my LeBron. So like, I don't really love LeBron, but I think Jordan's shoes is way fresher though.
his shoes is 10 times fresher, bro. It ain't even a close comparison. I tried to wear LeBrons, but I got a pair of LeBrons in my closet right now that I rock and they comfortable too, real comfortable shoes. They ain't there yet. They ain't hit that milestone yet where people is really fucking with it like that,
They're
which
not
is which is
iconic yet.
crazy. Yeah, they're not iconic exactly. Damn, he
Jokic,
Pizzle said the
Jokic
first
missed
time
a
he smoked
three.
that Northern Lights. He
You
said
got
he
the
was
Lakers up
he
by
was in
5
my
right now,
blood.
30 seconds in the third.
Yep. Yeah, that's
What up,
what they
Raider
said
Way?
to me, big word.
Thank you, sir.
They was like, get the fuck out of my car.
Yeah,
Yeah, what's
Kobe's
going on
shoes
right
are
away?
good for basketball. KD's shoes are
But
good for basketball as well.
KD shoes are hella raw for basketball. They just comfortable, period, man. Just for life. I like his shoes a lot.
Dirty said For a while, at first glance, I thought it said, "Yo, I get cramps on my LeBrons." I was like, "What the hell?"
I thought it said compass. I was like, who's compass? I thought you talking about, I maybe like, what's up, compass? I was like, oh shit, you know that Spanish.
Yo, Sebastian, them LeBron Fruity Pebbles are fire, bro.
Yeah, those are fire. I was telling Dirty, I was in Foot Locker the other day. I was about to pick up some of his shoes, and the back of my head, something was like, "You need to pick these shoes up because LeBron's about to be the guy."
All right,
And
here goes. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
oh no, go ahead. What'd you say?
No, go ahead.
Oh, and the other side of me was like, "Man, hey, them motherfuckers is 210, bro. You don't need them fucking shoes." You know what I'm saying?
All right, so we got our first debatable or
Yeah,
big topic of
topic.
the day.
Yeah, for
From
sure.
word around the league is that Josh Jacobs is seeking $15 million a year. I don't see this regimen paying that. Ain't no way. Over and over again, this regimen will not reset the running back market.
Nah, they ain't doing
I
that.
mean
They ain't
that
interested in doing that.
that's very true, but if you're gonna get Josh, you're gonna have to bring that number up a little bit. I think they're trying to stay somewhere in the $8 million range, and for Josh
Yeah,
Jacobs, I don't think that's gonna work. So what I keep on saying is you have to remember where Josh Jacobs comes from. Comes from living in a car in a parking lot with his parents or with his dad and his family. So this man, now that he's made it out of the hood and he's made something else, he's going to try to capital. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I would definitely do this. I would try to capitalize on it and maximize as much money as I can get to support my family and create generational wealth.
you know that's why I fuck with you, Aaron, because that could have been taken two different avenues. You know what I'm saying? And right now, if you go on like and talk to some of these people on the NFL Network, or you hear ever said, "Orlando, what you doing there, bro?" He mad at somebody. But like you go and talk to some of the other people, man. Some folks that I hear, they'll say Josh Jacobs has been homeless. He should just take whatever he can. Anything is better than being homeless. But what you said was the best way to capture it. This is a man that has come from nothing. He's been able to provide for himself, his dad, his pops, his moms, his kids. They ain't got to worry about nothing no more. But now he needs to reach that next level of generational wealth. He has a family to take care of. And people don't realize it. His dad was real sick last year. And it really hit him emotionally, where I think he's probably taking that all into perspective too, of like, I got to make sure this is my opportunity to make sure that we
Yeah,
never go into poverty again. I don't know how many players that are in the NFL that get out that I can tell you right now from working in cannabis that are scratching on their last couple $100,000 like this, trying to get them a cannabis brand going. Hey, bro, I can use my name, my image, my likeness to get something going, or just to find them a niche in the market. What this dude can do with this money, I mean, we're talking about a couple extra $1 million if he invests it the right way, or if he do the right things with it, which I think he's mature enough now. If we were looking at what Josh Jacobs was when he first got here, maybe he wasn't as mature. I don't know. Maybe he was. But I think now seeing him and how he's developed, the only thing I would say is that we need to make sure that that season that we got last year is going to be the same thing that we see from him going forward if we're going to give him 15 mil. You know what I'm saying? It's all gas, no brakes. You know what I'm
so
saying?
what's
And he
wrong
get
with giving
300.
him 11 to 12 and be like, if you make the Pro Bowl, we'll make that 15 for you. If
100%.
that's what they're worried about, then give him just a little bit of incentive. You can't make it all incentive because he's already earned that money. You can't
Exactly.
tell him we'll give you this if this. And like, he's like, nigga, that's already my money. At least 10
Exactly.
of that is already mine. I
Yep.
understand working for the other five, but 10 of that is already mine. Pay me my money.
Exactly.
That's
Exactly.
got to be. That's probably his mentality. I mean, most likely it should be.
It needs to be. It needs to be. I mean, I think from the Raiders' perspective, they're going to do like what you said. They're going to look at it and say, let's put a incentive. Let's make it incentive heavy deal to where if you have another season, that's our main concern is that you're going to take this money and like what has been shown. And another thing too is that unfortunately, not at any fault of his own, but all the other players that have been given big contracts minus Max so far has not been able to uphold their end of the deal. That has been Raiders' previous Devontae Adams,
Yeah.
Waller, Renfro, Carr. And now
Yeah.
they're looking at him like, bro, every time we give one of you motherfuckers some money. So I can see where they're building up their little, you ever build like one of those rubber ball basketball looking things? They're just adding one more band to it. You know what I'm saying? They got their band to the ball. And they're like, okay, well, you see, we just gave all these other motherfuckers money. And as soon as we gave it to them, something happened. Not saying it was on them, but Waller never showed up on the field. Renfro never showed up on the field. We had our issues with Ford. And we're looking at you like, hey, if these guys would have set the precedence and did everything that they could have after they got that money, then we would have had no problem saying, yeah, we see what's going on with this last regime. But it almost looks like they have an argument, a bullet to be able to argue with to say, anybody from this regime, we're still watching how you guys are going to be affected if we give you more money. If we automatically give it to you, which that's one thing I was talking with Loon earlier about, and I'm like, we always I brought it up a couple times, but again, to bring more emphasis to it is that um, this regime did not do pretty much what John Gruden did when he first came in with Khalil Mack. They kept some of our superstars, they kept some of our main guys, and now we're trying to see both ends of it. So to me, it's almost like a science experiment to see what happens if we keep our players as opposed to getting rid of
What up, Loon?
everybody in that regime. You know what I'm saying? What up, Loon? Hey, good interview with you today, brother. Appreciate you,
Oh
man.
yeah, definitely good interview, big dog.
Yep, yep. Thank you, bro.
Loon was
Um,
out there. Loon was out there like Vice City and shit. Bro, he's out there having shootouts and shit. He was on the news. You know what I'm saying? Loon was a terror in Portland, bro.
he said he was out there in Vice City, bro. He was, dog. He was. He was. Hey, but in your heart of hearts, Ern, do you really think that we gonna pay Josh that money? Are we gonna give him a decent shake?
For me, it's 60-40, bro. 40%. I'm only giving the chances of us bringing the Josh Jacobs back 40%. It hurts me to say this, but bro, he's one of my favorite players. But I'm always going to call a spade, and bro, their vision is not in line with his vision. He
Right.
envisions financial stability and being paid the money that he's earned over these last 4 years. Their vision is, well, we'll give you some pennies, and if you don't like it, then here's the door. But
Exactly.
what that's going to create is another Marcus Allen situation. You're going to piss this running back off, and he's going to go to a division rival. He's going to tear your ass up every year, twice a year.
Yep. If he goes to the Chargers,
He
my
goes to the
God,
Chargers, we're in trouble.
I pray to God that never happens. Trust me. Just for the sake of saying it, but man, like I would hate to see a situation like that where we lose another great one. You know what I'm saying? And over whatever he wants. But what do you think about Renfro? You think that his days are numbered? If
His
and,
days,
and we pay out Josh what he needs? Maybe not 15, but like let's say 10 to 12, and we start working through getting some of these other guys out that we just paid out.
that's the only way I see you being able to keep Josh. Because where else are you going to get the money from?
Yeah, we
And
didn't
then
restructure everybody we could.
I think you're going to end up sending Hunter Renfro. You're either going to cut him or you're going to send him to New Orleans, and that's going to be Derek Carr's security blanket back again. I mean, I'm not
Oh,
I'm not trying to say like I hope this is what happens, but like this is what makes the most sense
yeah,
because the Saints will probably pay more for him because they'll ask Derek like, what do you need? You don't think I know they've had that conversation with him. What do you need to win? You know what I
Raider
mean?
Way said. You see it, Raider Way said. He said, "Well, Waller want revenge with that Giants game."
If Waller's even on the field,
I was just about to say that if he's on the field, bro, I
if
think
he's on
I
the
think his
field, it's going to
mind's
be a
been gone.
problem.
Yeah, it sounds like, man, and from the people that I trust that has any small hint about what was going on with that Waller situation, it sounds like that we came out on top with getting him out of there. He did great here. It was time for him to leave, though. You know what I'm saying? It was time for him to go and go to another team. And
Yeah,
but who knows, man? Maybe this will keep him motivated. I'm not gonna wish him back. Damn, that was a great three by Porter. Oh my God, tie game, fourth quarter, 11 minutes.
I
Damn,
think
that was
me
a
and
great three.
me and Raider Hunter were the first ones calling for Waller to be gone, bro. We're like, bro, this dude don't even want to be a Raider. It's obvious.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give Honcho. I'm gonna give Honcho that. He said it first, and then I started paying attention. Like, yeah, Honcho's exactly right, and then I started becoming vocal about it. But I did like,
Ooh,
Honcho
nice.
did say it first.
Hey, you know what? That ain't gonna hurt you or me or nobody else to give him his credit. Shout out to
Yeah,
Honcho, man. You know what I'm saying?
shout out Honcho.
The brother said it. He said it. Hey, man, that's the truth though, man. Because you can see certain things. The one thing I know that I was always respectful of, but it really and I'm like I said, this is E&K show. We got to be 100 with ourselves about it. Is I was always worried he's back on dope, man, because I've had to see people through addiction and how they work through it, and I never wanted to see that on him, but are back or have a relapse. But it was always in the back of my head, bro. Like when it comes to anything, it was always, and I think he could feel it too. And when I heard about the stuff that he said that they said that he did, like he just left. He went on that bye week. He was supposed to have some type of team activity or rehab that was supposed to be there, and he just left a voicemail and was like, "Hey, I'm gone. Peace." Like you don't do that, bro. If they just gave you a nice contract, like if you working for a company and your boss just gave you one of the best salaries for the people in your division, and then you just go instantly take a vacation off and you take 6 months off and you're like, hey man, I'm gone, man. I'm going to Hawaii. Thank you guys for the bonus. I've been waiting my whole life for this shit. I'm gone. And they're like, hey, bro, it's during the season. What are you talking about? You want to go to Calabasas, go to the mountain, and he was giving them some time because he wanted to propose to his girl. It was a big moment, but you know what? At that point, what comes first, and it shows what came first. I mean, you see other players they wait till after the season's over to be able to, experience true love, even So during the season, for somebody to take their bye week to go and propose to their fiance shows number one a commitment to him. He was in love, which nobody cannot. When you find the one, you find the one. But number two, it shows that the love of his life was not Raider football no more. And I got a problem with that. When people, if I'm here and I'm not doing my fucking job, and all I'm talking about is the motherfucking Oakland A's or what I'm saying, the Warriors, and I'm supposed to be doing a Raider chat, they're gonna say, yo man, Kush don't even fucking care about the Raiders no more. What the fuck? So that's the way I see it with him, man. Like he had other priorities in his life, man. And it showed. It definitely got to that point.
You know what I think, Kush? Because you said something that just rang a bell.
What's that?
Since I'm not trying to be like a dick or anything, I'm just this is Earn being real talk with Earn. Like since he had the addiction and everything, like when you have an addiction, you tend to latch on to other things and become addicted to other things, whether illegal or not.
100%.
Maybe not necessarily had a sex addiction, but maybe he had some kind of sex addiction when he got with Kelsey Plum because a lot of sex it like drains dudes where they don't perform at their best, but then women perform at their best.
Bruh, for
Just
real.
a conspiracy. They messed around and won the WNBA finals, and he looked like a shell of himself, like Samson without his hair. I'm
Hey, you
just
know what?
saying.
Hey, bro, you know what? Like I said, that's the reason why we have these shows, is so we can just have these real conversations, and that is a known thing. And if you're an athlete, I mean, that was the one thing I remember from high school. My coaches would always tell me, "Hey, man, don't you mess around with them girls before what I'm saying. You got a game, you got a meet,
Yeah,
you got an event. Hey, don't do that. That's
take
a
away
big
all
no
your
no.
aggression.
They take away all your aggression, all your energy. And for women, yeah, they get that cream pie.
They
They
get
give them some
charged up.
yeah, they get charged up. They be ready to go. You got a point there. You got a point there. She is an
Maybe he
amazing
just
basketball player, no doubt.
yeah.
Hey, but you know what though? I can't wait in the next 20 years when they fucking kid happen. It pops out. That's gonna be the tallest damn, most athletic motherfucker on planet Earth, bruh. He gonna be 7'8", running a 4.2, ducking on cats, tight end.
Jumping over buildings with a single bound.
I'm telling you, bro. Yeah, man. That's gonna be the wonder child right there. You know what I'm saying? They gonna end up birthing the fucking the first round pick of the 2052 draft and shit.
Bruh, you might not be far off neither, except for the
You know what I'm
year.
saying? Yeah, the year. Yeah, it's gonna be some old kids. They do that, but yeah, man, they gonna have some. Yeah, they gonna have some dope ass fucking bloodlines though. That's for sure, man.
Bro, Bro, I didn't even think of that.
You know what I
Alfredo
mean?
is stupid. This fool said,
What do you say? Oh no, not that, not that.
I mean, I like giving them. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
I
yeah,
wouldn't
yeah,
know what
yeah.
it's like receiving. I don't care to know, but
Uh, we kind of see what you're saying, Alfredo. That's my boy though. That's my dog, man. I like Alfredo, bro. He another day boy.
yep, for sure. Hey, you know who's Alfredo?
Who?
You don't know who's Alfredo?
Nah.
Oh, so you haven't seen Top Notch Idiots?
Top notch idiots. Nuh-uh.
Okay, I'm about to send you it after the show's over, bro. You're gonna be cracking up. These dudes,
Okay.
they go up to like college campuses and find like the baddest chicks on earth, bro, and just walk up to them, sit next to them. Hey, how you doing? My name is so and so. I see you over here. You was looking good. I want to know if I could give you a cream pie. And they're like, what? Yeah, I just want to know if I could give you a cream pie. You're looking kind of good, and I just thought I'd offer you a cream pie. And they get all offended and stuff. And then he reaches like in his pocket and pulls out an actual cream pie. Like,
I think
get your mind out of the gutter. I was just trying to give you a cream pie.
I think I have seen them cats
And
before, bro.
that's just one of the things that they do. You know what I mean? They do all kind of stuff.
Yeah, yeah, I think I've seen it. I like the other ones where they be on the phone and shit. They be saying something, they're like, "Oh no, I'm on the phone. I wasn't talking to you."
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Or the other one, they'll ask somebody to borrow their phone. Like, somebody's at a bus stop. They'll be like,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah,
my car broke down. Can I borrow your phone real quick? And then they have like a
exactly.
dummy phone in his pocket. And he'll be like, man, come pick me up. What do you mean you can't pick me up? Oh, man, I'm over here. I've been waiting. Oh, man, this is some bullshit. And then he'll throw his dummy phone. And then dudes start tripping like, you threw my phone? And get them all excited. Be like, nah, bro, I was just playing. It's a camera right over there. Here goes your phone right here.
Yeah,
They be having me
That's-
cracking up.
they be having diet, bro. Hey, I don't know who be coming up with some of the shit that you be coming up with your comedy stuff, bro. But man, you be having some gems, man. If you guys ain't seeing Earn on this TikTok, bro, that shit is classic, dog.
I watch a whole lot of comedy and then I see stuff and I just be like, hey, that people are laughing at that one.
Hey, tell them how you got started on TikTok, bro. We was having a conversation, and
I
I
didn't
was like,
want to do
bruh,
TikTok. And he Kush
yeah,
talked me into it.
yeah.
So I
First
was like,
one, you got
TikTok, that's that one that the government's saying is shady and all that, you know what I mean? I'm like,
yeah,
TikTok, that's the
bro.
one where there's always a bunch of like little white girls doing corny dances and shit.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They got the little viral videos and shit. They dancing and trying to. It teaches white people how to be able to dance and shit. Basically, that's what the that's what their slogan should be, man. It taught some motherfuckers how to dance. Hey, but then you can go down some
Basically,
rabbit holes on TikTok, bro. I'll be going down some shit.
TikTok is the shit, bro. It's way better than Instagram.
I was trying to tell you. I was trying to tell you. That shit is dope, man. Hey, Worm, you need to get it, bro. You need to fuck with it. Trust me. Trust me on this, bro. You'll
Go
love
on
it, man.
TikTok, bro. It's easy to do. You just go on there and be like, I want to sign up for one, and then it'll be like, you want to use your Google account to sign in. It's like basically click, 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 and you're in there.
Hey, so they have this addictive for you page where it basically all you got to do is just look at it and just go and just be honest with yourself and look through the stuff that you like. There's a lot of conspiracy, not can't even say conspiracy theories. There's facts about it. So just know, and if you want to see what we the people talk about, that he's got some facts on some of the stuff that he says about TikTok. But it definitely has like this addictive algorithm where depending on the duration that you spend on each TikTok, it'll tell you if you're gay, if you're straight, if you're there during the hours looking at titties, if you're there trying to look at sports, if you're trying to look at food recipes,
Trying to look at some
uh,
booty.
everything, bro. So like depending on the day and night, it's almost like having a best friend in your pocket. It's like, oh, I know what you need to see right now, Kush. I got something for you. It's 8 o'clock at night. Oh, you need to see something because your family here. Okay, you need to see something with the sports, and it picks up on your algorithm and what happens. And so you'll start to see it depending on how far you look at certain things. It'll tell you every single thing about you. It's insane, man. It's crazy.
I don't know if you guys can see it, but this dude got knocked clean out of the ring on TikTok.
Oh yeah. Ooh, shit. You kind of see it. The
Yeah,
green screen is fucking it up, or the other screen.
I'll send it to you.
Yeah. Man, what's up with Brittany Griner? I just saw her on the screen. Damn. She still hooping? Yeah, I guess she
Yeah,
ain't got no. Yeah, she got no
she's
choice.
back.
She better be hooping. They like, hey, we got you
They're gonna
back,
be like,
but you
"What the hell
better.
we save you for?"
Your ass better be
It
hooping, man.
sounds fucked up, but it's hella true, bro.
Yeah. Hey, that's a joke right there, bro. What if she got into insurance? They're like, yo, hey, Brittany, hey, look, we brought you back over here because you're one of the greatest basketball players in the world. So we need you to keep. Nah, I don't even want to play hoop no more. That would be some
Imagine the
shit.
conversation. She come back and sit down with them. They'd be like, "So, what's your future plans?" And she'd be like, "I was thinking about retiring and going into community service and being an
They're
advocate."
like,
They're like,
they're
"You
like,
got us all the way fucked up, bro.
yeah, they're like,
We done gave
nah,
up the art of the dude from the Art of War movie to get you back,
bruh. I'm trying to tell
or
you,
God
man,
of War movie, whatever movie it was. You know what I'm talking about?
bruh. Yeah, yeah, I
E&K.
know you do. Yeah.
That was a good movie though.
Yeah, man. I forget the name of it. The God, not
God
the
of
God of
War,
War. Yeah, something
was
like
it?
Lord of War, something like that. Yeah,
Something
God
like
of
that.
War is that video game. Kratos.
Okay.
Yeah, Nicolas Cage, man. That was one of his better movies, man. He played the shit out that role.
Hey, I want to ask a question.
What's up?
Everybody put in the chat, what level of confidence are you guys feeling about Josh McDaniels? Level 1 is, I'm not feeling confident at all. Level 10 is, I think he's the greatest coach in the world. Please put a number and tell me your confidence level in this coach.
That's a good question. That's a very good question. I'm gonna say in confidence level, confidence that he can be capable of doing the job of his job if he needs to be a head coach and win a game. Damn, I hate to tell y'all, Lakers is getting their ass whooped right now. They down by 9. Um, I'm feeling like a good. That's a good question, Aaron. It's a good question. I'm at a 6. I'm over the halfway point. I wouldn't say not any much higher than that, but I'm at a 6 because I'm optimistic that here's one reason why I'm optimistic is because I feel like if he fucks this up, he will never coach in the NFL again as a head coach. He may come back and be a coordinator, but this is it for him. And I think that he knows that. I think that his dad knows that. I think that they're making every call, every chance that they can to be able to try and give him all the education that he needs to be a good coach. Now, I would think that what I just said would manifest itself with the roster. If I know that, hey, this is my last chance to be a head coach, I've already, wasted it on this last place and I'm coming over here now. And this could be my absolute last chance. If people don't see it, I need to show the fuck out. I need to get the right players. I need to go talk to my boy Ziegler and get, all these trades to happen. I ain't seeing that though. So it almost either he just don't give a fuck or he just really confident in his skills that he got with the players. And I don't know which one it is.
I feel like he's not
What up,
he's not
Art?
a he's not just a fucking like a bum. The dude
Mm-hmm.
knows what he's doing. He knows offense. My problem with him is he claims I didn't know people in Denver, but I do know. I do now. I don't believe that. I
Mm-hmm.
just don't, because you don't sign players to contracts and trade them after 1 year unless you've made it known. You made it completely clear with them, like, hey, this contract, it could be canceled after 1 year. We really need you to step all the way up. Do I know that he didn't make that clear with certain players? No, I don't. But the appearance, the optics of it is not good. And like, other players around the league see this shit, and like it's gonna hamper this organization, like, as long as this guy is our head coach. There's already been reports out there that like players didn't necessarily say they hate him, but he's not high on their list of favorite coaches that they want to play for.
Only thing that's gonna change that is winning. That's the only thing that's gonna change it. You know what I'm saying? if you got a manager or a boss that's a fucking loser, and they're trying to tell you like, hey man, this is what you got to do to get better, and you're like, bro, the shit that you telling me ain't working. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And if you constantly got that boss that's like, hey bro, this is what you got to do, this is yada yada yada, and you're like, look man, it, I came over here from this other company, and we were crushing it over here, and I come over here, and you're telling me to do something different because of why, and you're not explaining it to me why, and it's not getting the results that we need. It's a results driven league, and it's like if you win, ultimately that's why people look at Bill Belichick. Nobody really looks at Bill Belichick and says, "Hey man, I like him for his personality or whatever." They like him because they know that the path that he's paving, they know that that's going to lead them to getting a Lombardi trophy, and they can be able to have a opportunity to get to the playoffs at least, if not, getting a Lombardi trophy, they're going to get deep into the playoffs.
You
And
know
so when
what,
he
Chris?
was up,
The players, like, they say that shit that he does in front of the cameras where he comes off real prickly. They say that's an
mm-hmm.
act, that he's really a
He
nice
is.
fucking coach and they love playing for him.
I believe it. I believe that. I think that when it comes down to just the coaching itself, though, like you can be a really personable guy, and then you can also be able to lead and to be able, like, when the shit hits the fan. Like, I look at it from, like, the best leadership that I've seen was from the military, right? And so, like, my squad leaders in the army, or when I was a squad leader in the army, I always aspired to be the dude that I could be approachable. You could talk, I could talk to you. I could be able to have a conversation with you. But then when the shit starts hitting the fan, like, I'm gonna be stern, and you're gonna listen to me because I'm trying to make sure you go home. And I think that that's what the same vibe I get with Bill Belichick is, that behind the scenes, those are his guys. He lets that curtain off. You know what I'm saying? He takes that hood off and he shows his personality. But then when he goes out there, he's telling the guys like, "Hey, I got to be this way when we're out there in front of them. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I need you guys to protect me on this because we're gonna be like an army. And if you guys respect me on that level, and don't be out here talking crazy and doing the gritty and acting stupid and going on your lives and talking about what's going on inside the building, then I'm gonna have you guys' back to make sure that we got the best shit going on. And if one thing leaks out of the pool, out the ship, then we all gonna fucking, what I'm saying, end up in the water. So I think that's where McDaniels is failing at right now, is where I talked about it earlier. It's the culture. Either way it goes, like you just talked about how Bill Belichick behind the scenes, he's a good guy. That's motherfucking culture, bro. Like, he
Hmm.
builds that culture. Everybody knows. Then if you go to his squad, hey, he's like this in the camera. He's got to be this way. But behind the scenes, he's gonna sit down with you. He's gonna figure out how to be able to put you in the best spot, and he's gonna be watching all your tape. And you're gonna have a whole. I heard he has files on players, and when he comes in, he'll tell you like your weaknesses, your strengths, and how he's
Yeah.
gonna implement you in the whole schematic of things. So that way, there's no question about what your job is. So then, only thing the camera sees is just this one optic of him just saying, "Do your job." But the bigger optic of it that we don't see is, "Hey, earn. This is all the shit that you do. That's great. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna make you into this, and
Your
we're gonna make
position
you a
has
piece of
been
that."
tailored to
Yeah,
fit
yeah,
your talents.
yeah. Exactly.
He
And
comes
so
off
that's
as a Joe Paterno type of coach.
I can see
Like a
that.
coach
I
that
can
you
see
can
that.
call at 4 in the morning. I'm having a problem with my wife and this and that, and like almost like a college coach where players love him, but he's stern.
Yeah, and that's why him and Nick Saban get along. They from the same. I think they're
Wow,
actually cousins. I think they're. I don't know if they're. They. I was watching their football life about it, and they have a
nice.
real close connection, and so they meet up quite often. They just talk about what sets them apart from other things too. And the one thing that you'll find is that both of them are stern when it comes to setting the ground floor standard. Like, if you dealing with a motherfucker that's right off the street and they don't have basic training, they don't know how to say attention on deck, yes sir, no sir, how to treat people. You know what I mean? But those guys are the ones that they set those basic standards. And when you have coaches like that, like the Joe Paternos, things like that, they all have that standard that they establish, that floor standard. And with Josh McDaniels, he doesn't have that basic training yet. He doesn't have that coaching experience to be able to even establish that basic training, in my opinion, from what I've saw. And if you have that, then players gonna be coming in like, "Hey, bro, you can't be out of shape, man. Fucking around McDaniel's, man. You can't be in here not knowing the playbook." And what do we see? And
That's
because of
true.
that, my reason behind that is because you start seeing people like Devontae even that was like, bruh, motherfucking playbook was all over the place, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of shit to learn. And nobody knew going in how his boot camp was going to be, what his base floor was going to be for everything, conditioning, learning. It was all learned or taught on the fly. So now people coming into year two, I would hope that they would feel comfortable and he stays consistent with something. Don't start. The last thing I want to see him do is switch something up because then it's going to just fuck up everybody. They're going to be like, why did you do this? We did it last year like this. Now you're doing it this way, and that's where you start having those problems, you know.
Right? I mean, I don't. What we the people? I need some clarification on this. To keep it real, McDaniels and Ziegler did Waller the same way that Waller did his teammates. What exactly are you saying?
I need some more
Yeah,
weed for that one. I gotta think that one
I
through.
mean, because they got rid of him. Well, he kind of got rid of himself, but I don't know. The thing is, I don't want to shit on Waller too bad because I just don't know the extent of his injury. My
Hmm.
biggest thing is like, is I'm not even mad. I understand injuries happen. It's just like, bro, you're always injured. At some point, we have to be like, this car has been real good to me, but this motherfucker keeps on breaking down. At some point, it's gonna be time to get a new car. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And you transfer that to Darren Waller. It's like, you've been a good player, a good tight end, but you're breaking down, bro. And it's I don't mean to be a dick, but I really need something that's dependable right now.
yeah, yeah. Like I said, I don't really know how he treated his teammates. It is some speculation out there that talks about how he was as a teammate or whatever. But I think this is a guy that was battling his own demons too, and he was expected to be a leader in the locker room the year prior when he was the team captain, and then this is a guy that was pulled from being the team captain when the Josh McDaniel era started too, and a lot of people sleep on that. Like I heard interviews where he mentions that, and kind of sarcastically, is like, well, you got to talk to the leaders on the team now. Basically saying like I'm not a leader on the team no more. Last year that playoff run that was me. This year I don't know about these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? You got to go talk to the cats with the C on their chest, trying to tell me what the fuck to do. That's kind of like the mentality that he had, where he felt like he was moving into that Mr. Raider position, like where we're seeing Devontae is at right now too, where he was
Where
that
he's
vocal
that
leader.
dude.
Yeah, and then they pull it away from him too. So I think that next year, yeah, he got paid, but he might have been feeling. And also again, I don't want to say that with and saying that lightly about his injury, because I feel like there was a legitimate injury, and that could have been a culmination of everything that we saw. It could have been the injury. He could have just been like, you know what, I'm not gonna go out there and give them 80% of me when they doing this shit to me and treated me like this, and they don't even respect me or whatever. He talked about that, how he gets in his own head and he starts to overthink too much shit too. Because this is the guy that comes off of some serious addiction, some serious mental issues,
Yeah.
and rehabilitation. So he takes a lot of shit and introspectively. He takes it internally and he kind of eats it up to the point to where he beats himself up about it too bad. And I think that might have messed with him.
The Ravens, I mean, the Giants might be a better fit. I don't know. That New York media is going to be more vicious than we are. Hey,
Oh, they're
let me
gonna be
let
all
me
over.
ask you guys something. And out there, the people that are watching, what do you guys feel as Raider Nation? What do you feel our toxicity level is? Because I feel like a lot of us. They're okay. Now, I'm not saying all. I'll never say all because I understand that all is a blanket statement and nothing is blanket. So, damn, what do you feel like our toxicity level is as a Raider fan base? I feel like we're one of the most toxic fan bases there is because when we have a player that's doing good, we worship him like Devontae Adams. Let Devontae Adams fall off and watch how everybody start booing him and burning his jersey and talking shit about him and get him out of here. I mean, you guys tell me, do you guys think that's valid or not? Because that's what I see a lot of.
It depends on the player, I'd say.
Derek Carr was beloved. He ended up getting booed the hell out of Las Vegas.
Yeah, I think it depends on the player, and I think if we're looking at Devontae, I don't see a situation where yeah, I could see a situation where people could go and lose their shit over it. You're right, Um, but I think that he's done so much already in his little time coming here, productive wise, to show that because he could have taken a lot of different routes to some things that were real crucial in his first year to either be crucial or detrimental to his perform the rest of his performance. Oh, 99, 103, 48 seconds in the fourth. Um, Lakers are down. But
It's only
for
four.
oh shit,
AD
he
with
gonna
the
hit that
three.
three.
Oh no, he missed.
Oh, he missed that motherfucker. Damn. Shit. That's ball game.
Run it out, Denver.
Damn, that's ball game.
So I'm about to do my Facebook status. I'm gonna mark myself safe from hearing Laker fans for another couple of days.
Damn, that's game. Shit. Bro, you can see it in LeBron's face. He is pissed, bro. Shit. But no, back to Devontae, bro. Like I feel like I don't know. It's still early to tell. His insurance policy is getting better and better though, with me at least. And I think that the way that everybody's seeing him with being more vocal and saying things about, hey, whatever he may have said in his article, however people interpret it, saying things like that is stuff that we didn't really see from any other Raider outside of DC when he had his meltdown. You know what I'm saying? And he was basically giving us an insight about how he felt, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, I think that I would hope that we wouldn't burn his jersey or treat him like shit. But again, all it takes is just one news clip to be taken out of context. But to answer the original question, are we how toxic do I think our fan base is? Um, I'll go back to the story of the guy on the mountain, the old man on the mountain. You know what I'm saying? And he was the guy that would talk to all the people that was coming into this new town, and everybody that was coming in from that mountain, they would say, "Hey, how is it down there?" And the old man would say, "How is it from the last place you came from?" And they was like, "Nah, man, it was all fucked up. It was all negative. It was bad." And he's like, "You're gonna find the same shit down here." And the motherfuckers would go to different direction. The people that would show up at the top of the mountain, how is it down there? Where'd you come from? Man, it was positive. It was good. It was bright. We helped each other out. You'll see the same shit down there. And so it's in the eye of the beholder as to how we see it. I think that we can. There's always going to be more negative in our fan base just because we have more everything in our fan base. We have more just numbers in our fan base than most teams in sports. And we're also, if you look at just our exposure online, we are the most vocal by expressing ourselves as a Raider nation. So you look at all these other content creators, their numbers dwindle less. They're way down here and doing rookie numbers. We're out here, we're 75,000 deep content creators across the all platforms. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna have a lot of different personalities, and a lot of people are gonna express themselves, equally, and they're gonna not all agree about it. And so I think when it comes to toxic, I would say we're not toxic as more of opposed to critical and educated about what we want with the direction of our team. I don't look at that as being toxic. I don't look at people would say what you say sometimes is being toxic. I don't think what you say is being toxic, bro. I see you're being educated because you come with the great point. You have facts behind your matter. As long as you do that, and we're not robbing banks and doing shit. I think the most toxic fan base is the Kansas City Chiefs. Them niggas is the only ones out there doing fucking crimes and shit. They robbing banks and shit. Them niggas is toxic.
In character, huh?
Hmm. But the most argumentative fan base, yes, I think that we will debate what type of Gatorade our players should have as the best beverages and shit. You know what I mean? We'll debate it because we number one, most of us have been born and raised into this shit. Not many fan bases are like, yeah, you're gonna be born a cowboy, but except for Cowboys, you know what I'm saying, Niners. But how many Jacksonville Jaguar fans, that was like, man, I was born into this shit. My great grandfather was a fucking Jacksonville Jaguar or a Tennessee Titan or a New York Giant. You know what I'm saying? It's some like that, but generational wise, like we sit around all of our childhood years talking Raiders and shit. So when we start
Bro, when
getting
I
talk
tell you
talk
guys
about the
the
team, we go
story,
crazy. Yeah.
when I tell you guys the story about how I became a Raider fan, you guys gonna trip out. You guys gonna crack up.
Oh yeah, we go hear it. We save it. Save it for the Holy Kush. We go get on uninterrupted for sure.
You guys gonna
We gonna get all
crack
that
up
out.
on that one.
I can't wait. I can't wait. Loons cracked me up too, man. He said he was at his cousin's house and they was watching the game. But yeah, man. I mean, toxic. You
Hey,
know,
you
it can
seen how
happen.
Kunta Kinte became Toby, right?
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh shit. Damn. Damn. Oh my God. Okay. All right. All right.
That's a little
That-
extreme, but you get the gist.
yeah, I got you. I got you. I got you. That's gonna be a good tales from the Oakland right there.
We
That's
have a
wild.
4-point game with 12.6, and Jamal Murray shooting a free throw to make it 5. Let's see. This game's gonna be over with. Jamal
Yeah.
Murray hits the free throw. That's 5.
Yeah, it's over. Oh wait,
It's
Brian got
running
the ball.
11, 10,
Come on, Brian. You're
9.
gonna shoot. Ah,
LeBron
he
gets it
stole the ball.
stolen, and Denver is running out the
Ah,
clock. That's it. 2,
damn.
1, 0. I'm marking myself safe from hearing Laker fans until Saturday at the least.
Yeah, I'm gonna shut the fuck up about the Lakers for a minute. Damn, that shit is crazy.
Go Lakers.
They always get a close up of LeBron. LeBron is pissed the fuck off because they got the camera in his face.
So what I want to say is beating the Warriors
Man,
and everything is cool and everything, but if you don't finish the job, it don't mean shit because nobody remembers second place.
yeah, damn. 2-0 lead. Jokic did that shit. Mm.
Where's Ja Rader tonight?
He said he was gonna go watch some soccer. He checked out about the third quarter.
Oh, I would have checked out too, Ja Rader.
I think he knew what was going on, and we had the lead at the time too. Man, he checked out. He got up out of there.
Hey, we in the same chat, right? Kush with Ja Rader. Don't he be talking the most? That motherfucker talks most shit than Muhammad Ali, bruh. If you guys only knew, you guys think he talks a lot in here. Oh my god.
You ain't seen shit. You ain't seen
I
shit.
can't
You ain't
show
seen
I
shit.
can't show you what goes on in our chat because that's like confidential. But just know that, bruh, he be having that motherfucker on fire.
Yep, yep. Hey, bro, be going crazy in there, boy. About his Lakers. He love him some Trey Tucker. God damn, about to get a no contact order against him and Trey Tucker. That boy love him some damn Trey Tucker, dog. Yeah, man. Hey, I dropped the. Let me see. I think I did it. I dropped the link in case
Yeah,
anybody
drop
wanna.
that link for whoever want to pull up.
Yeah, we're gonna hit that hour mark. You know what I'm saying? So if you guys wanna pull up, talk, vent yourself after the game. Hey, we'll let you guys go ahead and fully cuss. Any Laker fans that pop on, you guys want
Uh-oh.
up? Already got one that popped up, huh?
You
All
want to do the
right.
honors or you want me to do it?
I, I'll do the honors. You get the next one, bro. You know what I'm saying? You smoking and shit. I enjoy that blunt, bro. You got that shit rolled up. Enjoy that black truffles. Hey, folks, we're gonna bring on our thunder from down under, our good brother. That he is. I don't think he's a Laker or a Nugget fan, so he's in safe grounds as well. But again, he's always welcome, always a fun face to be able to see and talk to. I want to talk some Madden with this guy, and I got some ideas about how we can be creative about weaponizing this good brother right here, man. AR, Afakasi, we bringing him on.
Kazi, what's
Good
happening?
evening, good brother.
Going on, gang? What's cracking?
What's
What's
going
shaking?
on, bro? Man,
No,
bro,
much,
just
Well,
man.
watching this game. Just watching
we
this
see some
game.
smoke flying past that camera. I hope it's that good.
No, it's actually some incense. So yeah,
Oh, okay.
Okay, okay.
It looks
I don't react too well to smoking that funny stuff. Yeah, it doesn't agree with my brain. Like I just start flipping out, so I don't smoke it.
It
yeah,
happens to some people, man. Yep, I seen
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
yeah. It
Not
happens
for
to me.
everybody.
Like I caught on to it when I was younger. When I tried to get into it, and I just ended up like just wilding out and flipping out all the time. So I just decided, no, it's not for me.
Damn,
Anyways,
yeah. It does the opposite. It calms me down, man. It's wild. It's wild. If not, I'm hyper. It just keeps me nice and steady, man. But what's
yeah.
going on with you tonight, brother?
Well, it's
Or
midday for me.
this morning for you, or your afternoon? Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I just finished up up at the gym. I've just started getting back into it because I recently had a bad fall and I hurt myself. I'd been out of the gym for the last 3 weeks, so slowly getting back in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I know. You guys were talking basketball, right?
We talking everything, bro. Whatever you want to talk about, man.
Yeah.
I bought this hat the other day. I don't know if
your mic just went muted.
Ah, that's clean.
That's fresh though. Your mic was muted though, big dog.
No. Yep. That's a clean ass hat though.
That is nice. Even those Laker colors.
Hey, yeah, I had that red one on. I had on earlier and shit, man. Hey, how you feel about different color Raider hats? You think you fuck
You guys
with those?
ain't gonna like me. I got another controversial opinion.
I know, that's why I asked you.
I feel like the Raider stuff should be silver and black, bro. If you can't match silver and black to your red outfit, then I just don't know. Because I make it happen. I don't see why you can't make it happen.
I believe you. Hey, that was my first time trying it out. You know what I'm saying? I never had any
mic check.
different Raider. Yeah, you good.
You're good.
You good there, brother.
Oh,
yeah,
you're
I never wore any different color Raider hats, man, and I felt weird with it. But you know what? I understand it. I get it. I don't know if that's something I'm the traditional silver and blackie. You know what I'm saying?
Me too. Like whenever it's like if it's game day, strictly silver and black. You know what I mean? And usually when I'm out and about, strictly silver and black. It's only like if I'm if I'm at the gym or I'm just kicking it at the beach or whatever, then it's like if I'm in a mood to just color coordinate, you know what I'm saying? But like game days, strictly silver, black, or white. You know what I'm saying? Like it can't be a color. So
yeah. I can get down with that. Just being casual, you just throw on or whatever. But when game day, when you're trying to be formal and in uniform, then that shit should be silver and black.
Yeah, you can't. Game day is strictly. You can't be anything else. But like if it's just casual, then whatever.
You the trigger loon, bro.
Why wear different color A's hats? Because like the Raiders to me are sacred. All the other teams, like I have different rules for them. It's a lot looser. But with the Raiders, that team is sacred. So like I have different standards for the Raiders.
Yeah. And I get it. You know what I mean? Like I have about 20 different variations of black and white, black and silver, silver and black. But just just as a bit of a novelty, and if I'm feeling casual, I probably won't even wear that very often. It's more just a.
You know what? I was in Oregon in Portland, and it's tax free down there. So you go down there and just rack up. You know what I'm saying? So I went to this Lids, and I got that red hat that I wore. I got that for like $13 It's a Pro Bowl hat. And I was in there, I'm going through all the different, because they had them like hitting, and you go to like the different stacks of hats. And I'm like scrolling through them, and I'm like, man, I got to just add, I can't let this one go for this price. You know what I'm saying? So I grabbed that one. I think I grabbed this one too, a couple of different ones, but I was like, I'm gonna try it out just to have, because you never know. You may have one of these events or something just match perfectly, and it's better to have it than not have it. The one thing that I don't wear though, that I have a problem with, is I have, me personally, I don't like wearing snapbacks. I can't wear snapbacks.
It's funny you say that. Most of my caps.
Yeah.
I guess like I used to be a fitted guy. I used to be strictly fitted and strictly wide brim, but I don't know. I guess like I started to dabble in the snapback A-frame look, and I feel like it suits my build and my, I don't know, how I don't know. It just suits how I look. You know what I mean? More so than the wide brim and the fitted.
Is what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
What's that?
It suits your head shape.
Yeah, it suits my head shape. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I can do a snapback, but I definitely can't do a fucking trucker cap, bro. I look like a clown with the trucker cap.
A what?
A trucker cap.
Oh, okay, right. Yeah.
I hate trucker caps, bro.
Yeah.
Raiders Kangol. What the hell?
I like to wear my hat backwards too, so I like the, the fitteds. But I have a snapback that's a clean logo. I just got it because the logo. This was all black Raider symbol, and then it's just silver, like a white on the outside, a silhouette. And I got it because of that. And I was like, man, I got to get this hat, bro. But now it's my wear it, man. Somebody's fucking with me when they're like, that symbol's too damn big, and I noticed it. because the snapback, it pushes everything to the front. I'm like, yeah, if I can
One of
find
my
that
favorite,
hat.
one of my favorite caps I picked up was one I've picked up in America, and I wore it when I went to the Raiders game. It's a fitted one. It's a wide brim, but it's got like the American flag, but it's in front of the American flag. It's got like a Raider symbol, and I don't know. I mean, I'm not American, but it just for me it was a fire look. So that's one of my favorite caps I picked up when I was in the States.
Okay.
What's it called? Lids? I think that's the place.
You guys
Lids.
Yep.
That's the big hat spot over here.
Yeah. Lids is my shit. Yeah, nobody fucking some trucker hats, Loon. Yeah, I'm the same way, bro.
Alfredo does.
Alfredo's like it? Yeah.
But it's to your point, everybody's head shapes kind of like go with different style caps and that. So that it's a good point. Like before, when I used to be in my leaner days, and when I was younger, the fitted wide brim used to suit me a lot more. And now like I'm a little bit bigger and a little bit wider. Like I don't know, these just kind of do it for me. So
No, that's clean. That's a clean style, man. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So what's going on with you, man? How you feeling about all the stuff that was going on? You saw the drama that was going on with Devontae and all of that bullshit. How you feeling about everything, man? What's your status of the Raiders?
With that situation specifically, I mean, he was quoted as saying that. I mean, he's not on video saying that, but he was quoted in an interview saying that. A lot of people came out and had their opinions, but then, like, was it 2 days ago? It was after the interview, so he did an Instagram post. I'm sure you guys saw it, where he was standing there just taking a photo with Dave Ziegler and saying how he's the man. So, that could go either one or two ways. Like, that's him saying, and probably so, saying that like it's all BS and that. You know what I mean? But at the same time, that's Dave Ziegler. That's not Josh McDaniels.
Right.
Facts.
Just saying.
Damn, mic drop right there, boy. That's a good one.
Like I hope it's not. I hope it's misquoted. I hope he didn't say that. But just a little bit of objectivity. If he did say that, I'm not going to lie. It is kind of worrying when your best offensive player is coming out and saying that your next best or 1A and 1B, Josh Jacobs, he might not even re-sign. He might be gone. I mean, I'm sure they'll work it out, but there's still that possibility. And then you got your next best offensive player, Hunter Renfrow, who everyone's talking about is likely going to be traded. You know what I mean? Like, it's these little things, they're kind of concerning, but look, I'm still in wait and see mode. I'm just going to stay hopeful, and hopefully everything pans out for the better on the other side.
I mean, that's the same way I feel about it. Did you read through the article?
Which one are you talking about? The Devontae one?
Yeah. Did you read through what she wrote up about him?
You're talking about the one where he was quoted as saying he doesn't see eye to eye. That's the one.
Yeah. The one on the Ringer.
Yeah. I read through it. I mean, I flipped through it. You know what I mean? So, I mean, look, the standout thing is that, like, he was quoted as saying, I don't see eye to eye with the direction or something along those lines. You know what I mean? So take that for what you will. But
the vision for the offense,
yeah. Like I said, I've given my opinion on the matter, so I don't want to repeat myself. But yeah.
I feel like look, Devontae forced his way out of Green Bay. So if he's not happy in Vegas, let's be honest. Can he really come out and just be like, I don't like it here, I want to get traded? Then he looks like Terrell Owens. Twice in fucking really like a calendar in like 14 months, you've asked for a trade. That is not a good look, bro. So he really has no choice but to try to stick it out for a year. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, like, he's saying all the things that somebody, like, what you expect somebody to say. Yeah, I want to be here. Derek Carr's not the only reason I wanted to be here. You know what I mean? He's going to capitalize on, I grew up as a Raider fan. But let's be honest, what professional athlete at the peak of their prime is going to want to sit on a team like this and stumbling and bumbling and fumbling around and don't have their shit together?
True. I mean, I personally And look, I'm trying to stay positive, and I'm trying to look at it as best I can, and I've maintained that. Like, look, I believe that this year is going to be a rebuild, and I'm okay with that as long as we end up on the better for the other side. But with that said, if this is indeed a rebuilding year where we're relying on developing this youth movement and not expecting an immediate return, I mean, I'm expecting a return down the line, not right now. Guys like Devonta Adams, who are in the peak of the prime of their career, they're not really. This isn't the ideal scenario if it is indeed a rebuilding year. Like that, you don't. When you're a marquee player in the prime of your career, you don't want to be languishing and wasting your prime time with that. If it is indeed a rebuild, but I think Devontae is in the same kind of mindset. It's like, look, he's just going to wait and see how it all shakes out. Maybe it all works out. Maybe it is for the better immediately. Maybe we can do better than what some of us expect. So, let's just stay hopeful.
I think the way I was reading it, I saw it differently, and I get it. I think that I see it from his perspective as taking into consideration, number one, he says that he's a all pro troll. He's first team troll with certain things, and so if you really just start to dig too deep and stuff, and take that into consideration, you can go down some real rabbit holes. Like, why did he only take the picture with Ziegler? Why did he take the picture with McDaniels if he was trying to prove a point of unity and things like that? But I read through the whole thing. Like, I'm on my 14th time reading through the article. Like, I've really digested it and tried to understand. Bless you, Ern. Try to understand, number one, where the writer was coming from that wrote this article, where her mindset was, what the setting was, and then what his mindset was as well. And the one thing I learned about the lady that wrote the article, she's a lady that she's a best-selling author, New York Times bestseller, because of a book that she wrote about Giannis, that was inadvertently written about Giannis. So she's the person that athletes trust. They call her when they want to have an article to come out that's going to be the real deal, that's going to come from the heart. She did a great one. I read one about Derrick Rose that was really good. She's coming out with one. I forget who she said she's coming out with one about Hakeem Olajuwon and about his greatness. That's going to be her next work. So he set this up, you guys. You know what I'm saying? He called and was like, yo, I need to get one of those. I need to get one of those special reports, you know what I'm saying? Or whoever it was, his publicist, she came over to his place that night and he talked about the backdrop, how he had these trees in the background and stuff. And so the thing that I took away from it was that it was, number one, it was very, very well written. If you guys haven't read the whole thing, I'll give you a brief context, but it won't even be doing any justice. So shout out to the lady that wrote it. She's a New York Times, or she's a New York bestseller. She's a New York writer, publicist, amazing writer. But she talks about his desire to basically be a Raider. How this is his team, and he didn't want to be in the limelight, or he didn't want to be in the shadows of Aaron Rodgers anymore. He was so happy that he wasn't there anymore. He wasn't in the shadows of that. It feels like to me like he wants to be Mr. Raider. He wants to be here long term. And what he's also saying is that either, and this is me speaking now, not from what I've read, it just looks like from me, from the article, it's like either he's caught some passes from Jimmy and he was like, I need to call homegirl and we need to talk about this. And he's not seeing eye to eye about something about the quarterback. But he did say that, look, I'm not seeing eye to eye with this pick with Jimmy G or with the direction that we're going with him, primarily because he knows that he can't throw that deep ball. He has limitations. And so he said, I can work with it. I can work with doing the short passes, things like that. But long term, I want to see something. And from what I listened to several interviews with the writer that wrote that article after the report was done. She was all over a couple of different news mediums about it because she got a lot of flack about that. And she said, look, it was all positive. He's had nothing but good stuff to say. Everything that we were saying was tongue in cheek. We were walking back and forth. He's showing me different things. And she's like, when he made that point about it, she's like, it didn't It didn't come out that way. Like he was like, hey, I got my eye on these guys and I'm watching these bastards. She said it came out more as like on him. He's 30 years old. He knows that his skills haven't declined yet, but he knows that there's somebody else that's going to be on that next group of NFL draft picks is going to be coming around and beating him as the number one guy. And he has
Right.
that small window to where that he feels like they should be pushing to get every single thing exhausted. They should be
Because he's
exhausted with
30,
their
isn't he?
efforts. He's 30, bro. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And even though he hasn't tapered off skill level,
It's going to
probably
happen.
time. Yeah, and he kept mentioning
It's not a matter if, it's a matter when. And when you get to
Yeah.
that, I mean, 30 is not an older age for
Nah,
us. It's just adults and that. But like when it comes to athletes, especially in a high contact sport, that's when you start to teeter into that decline period. It's just a matter of how much longer. I mean, how long has he been in the league? He's been in the league since what, 2014? Was it 2015?
yeah, I think 14. Did he come out the same year as DC? No. I think maybe 14, 15.
Maybe 15, because they played in college together, so it would have been
Yeah.
around that period. But still, that's at least 8 years. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Yeah.
Hey,
It's
I
not
want to
catch up.
address this comment right here. I just got to say, if you're a fan, it's either ride with this or die with this. You got me all the way messed up, bruh. If I see this team catting off, I'm gonna say they catting off, bruh. You're not gonna keep on you're not gonna keep on pissing me on me when I go outside and tell me it's raining. It's just piss, bro. You're not gonna keep on doing it. So I don't know what you mean. Like we're haters no, bro. No, that's out, bro. When
Yeah.
did you become a fan, John Leon?
You
I
know,
hope you're not referring to me, John Leon, with all due respect.
No,
I
John
think
Leon on the screen. The comment on the screen.
Yeah, I know.
yeah,
I know.
yeah,
I can
yeah.
respect his opinion. I'm just saying,
Okay.
like, I
Okay.
hope you're not directing that to me and maybe something I say.
I see what you're
So,
saying. Nah, that could be directed to me too, because you wildin'. When did you become a fan, Mr. John Leon?
Hey, you know what though? I look at it like this, man. If we're here and we're talking about it, then we're ride or die. Anybody that's here right now, you ride or die. Like you're in the off season, bro, and we're in a Raider chat right now talking. So we are as ride or die as we could absolutely get. And it's like your car. You know what I'm saying? Are you riding because you don't go get your oil change? You're like, nope, I'm riding this shit till the wheels fall off. No, you got to go take it in to go get maintenance. You got to go be
He
real
said
with yourself and
81
say,
like he gonna beat me out, bro. I'm 76, bro. So if you 81, hold on. If you 81 and you're not tired of this bullshit yet, you're just willing to accept what they keep on giving you. I have to question if you're really a fan since 81.
yeah, I agree, Doc. We cool. We're cool. But me, yeah, I bleed silver and black. I was there during all those dark days where we didn't win a game for 10 weeks straight. And I watched every game like it was a Super Bowl. I dare anybody to question my fandom.
yeah, I don't even worry about questioning fandoms or not like that because it's gonna always be like that unless we started winning. Then everybody's like, hey, we all won, and then
Yeah.
when we have
But
a
to my
tough
point, it
year,
takes a real fans who were there through those dark times,
yes,
and we still
yeah,
here, not just here for the good times, but we were there
hmm
and remain there, and we still here. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, and we here right
Over
now.
and over again.
Would you guys say that this is? I wouldn't. I don't like to go with light or dark or positive or negative.
Hey, we all
Um,
from the streets, John Leon. We don't feel the need to say it though.
yeah, nah, it's all right though, man. That's the reason why we talking about this though. You know what I'm saying? This is the main reason why we bring up the status of the Raiders. Like, if you want people to be like, yeah, everything is going to be fine, don't worry about it, and you end up being wrong about it. How many times do you have to sit there and listen to that? Like, let's just break this down because, and I can have this conversation without getting emotional about it anymore because we have to really seriously have a conversation about that. And that's the first thing that attack Raider fans. People point fingers at each other and try and get people worked up over that one small nuance of, hey, I'm ride or die with my team. I don't care what's going on. We're like I said again, we're here in the off season and we're talking about our team and how we get better. That's as ride or die as you can get, So when you start and we just talked about toxic fans and about toxic fan bases, is like when this is like right now we're at the maintenance shop. If this is our vehicle, the Raiders were our vehicle, we're the mechanics, and we're over here trying to change the fucking oil you know what I'm saying, and make sure everything is good. And if we can't do our job and say, yep, the oil is you got a crack right here, you need to change your oil out, or you need to do a tire rotation on the regime or whatever it may be, then if we don't know that shit, then hey, the whole thing is gonna break down. The
it's
fans aren't they're gonna think that everything is all good. And if we want to live in a false sense of hope with that, then that's a whole different conversation. We can meditate on it and say, ooh, Abuma, Sis Kumbah, we want the team to be able to win. Like that's a whole different conversation. But when we're looking at the players and the talent and the stats, like let us do our damn thing, bro. This is what the conversations are about.
Yeah, it's okay to be like, I mean, if you're confident with certain things within the Raiders hip hop happenings or organization, and it's okay to come out and say that. But it's also okay, like if you feel that there's some things that you're concerned about, you know what I mean? Like if that's how you feel, there's nothing wrong with that. But at the end of the day, it doesn't say like if it just because you're concerned or not as confident, but you're still going to remain hopeful about like something within the Raiders, like doesn't mean to say that I'm against the team. No, I will always want the team to succeed. I mean, I'm with Ern. I've never been on Josh McDaniels' train at all. Even before we signed him, I didn't want him. Here we are. He's our head coach, but I'm still going to ride with him. I still want him to succeed. If he succeeds and he's winning, we're winning. If we're winning, that makes me happy. That brings me more joy than most things in life is seeing my Raiders win. And I don't care who or what takes us and gets us there. Whatever it takes, just win, baby. You know what I mean?
Yep. I mean, ultimately, the things that we're talking about is for what? It's to win the game. That's really what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's to win the game. That's what we're looking at is saying, hey, either the running back isn't good, wide receivers, we're talking about players, we're talking about coaches, how we can be able to get this team better to win. And again, if you can't identify the issue, then you can't fix the problem, you know?
Hey, if you want to see a bunch of circle jerk, I got I got a couple shows you can.
Don't do it to yourself. Don't do it to yourself. Don't do it to yourself. You better than that.
No
You know
comment.
what I'm
And has left the chat.
Yeah. But nah, man, you know what though? It's gonna get to a boiling point with the nation. And I get it. I fully understand it. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get to a point to where everybody's gonna have to see our team and say whatever it is based off the record. And God bless that we don't have another losing season. You know what I'm saying? If we have another losing season of turmoil and people are really gonna be arguing about the regime and who's right and who's wrong. Right now, everybody's in a fact-finding mission to figure out who's right and who's wrong. Oh yeah, I'm a diehard Raider fan. I'm more of a diehard Raider fan than you. How do you know? Because I don't say anything negative about this person. Like, no, that don't make you more of a diehard Raider fan than me because you don't say anything bad about X, Y, and Z. That just shows that you're gonna you're gonna toe the company line, yeah, and you're gonna keep your mouth shut about the regime if it's good or bad. That's great. But if you want to make it better and you want to see your team to be able to be productive, are you going to keep your mouth shut if they ain't feeding you? If they skipping over everybody and you ain't getting your plate of food at the end of the day, you gonna say, hey man, what the fuck? Y'all treat me a little differently over here. That's because you always talking shit. I'm just saying because I ain't getting fucking fed. You know what I'm saying? Put some shit on my plate. So it's the same way with this shit, man. It's like we got to say something about whatever the regime is. If it's not winning, how we can be able to make it better. If it was winning and it was great, we wouldn't have anything to talk about.
Yeah, in my opinion, like if we're talking diehard Raider fans, like it's all great, good and great, like saying you're a diehard, win, lose, a tie, Raider Nation, till I die. But what makes a true diehard is that you're there when times are tough, through the bad times. You're not just fair weather. You know what I mean? Like that's what makes a true diehard Raider passionate fan, in my opinion. When you stay through those lean dark times,
Absolutely.
and then you see it through, and you're still here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm. You
trial
can
by
hear
fire.
it in your voice, bro. You can hear in your voice how passionate you are about our team, bro. And like, again, like, who would take that lightly and just be like, thanks, man. I'm not. I'm over here on a Thursday night away from my family and my work because I'm not a diehard Raider fan. You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine how somebody's gonna take that. It's like, oh, you're totally right, bro. Yeah,
Right.
no, man. That's gonna provoke a response from somebody that's not gonna be that's not going to be, you know what I'm saying, positive, and it's going to be toxic as hell. And that's where people started to really, you know, see toxicity. And I hate that, man, because just the definition of toxicity is just gone to the wastelands. You know what
Can
I'm
I
saying?
share a story from the other day? I was
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
I was walking around my local shopping center or shopping mall, as you like to call it in the States. So I'm doing some grocery shopping, and I bumped into this cat. And he was wearing Raider gear, and he was like, "Oh, Raiders, yeah, I like your gear." And I was like, "Yeah, me too. Feelings mutual, you know." And he's like, I asked him the question, I'm like, "Are you a fan?" He's like, "Yeah, man, I love the team, love the team." I was like, "Oh, okay, cool. So, what do you think about the draft? Like, you know, is there any players, any thoughts on it?" And he's like, uh, uh, um, "Yeah, I kind of liked it." Okay, well, what did you like about it? Uh, I like the quarterback we took in the second round.
We took a tight end in the second round.
Exactly. I'm like, you know, I appreciate your passion, but if you really love this team, you might want to do your research, if you know what I mean.
Right, right. Why don't you go ahead and hit me in the DMs, and I'll catch you up on some things, bro.
Right. But I thought,
Yeah.
I thought that was funny.
How confident are you feeling about this middle linebacker position with Robert Spillane going into the season? I mean, I feel like we have to do something right there. There's a couple moves that can be made. Eric SC was bringing up to me that possibly we could be setting up Isaiah Palamau to play like something like a linebacker position. So they want
Just
him to gain
before
25 pounds.
I answer that, just reading the comment, he actually said, I remember he said his name was Michaels, and I think I responded, I was like, who, Shawn Michaels?
Oh shit! Hell nah. He gonna be out there giving people that. What's that kick that he got? What's that?
Sweet chin
music. There you go.
But anyways, middle linebacker Spillane. All right. Well, he's supposed to be the headliner for that our linebacker core, and I don't know. Look, I got to admit, I haven't seen too much about him, but from what I understand, you know, he's done some things, but there's also some things he's still unproven, being a legitimate starter and a good starter. But we'll see. You know what I mean? Maybe he can turn out. As for our linebacking core as a whole, I've said it quite a few times. It's been an area of concern. It's to me the weakest spot on our roster, and it's been that way for God knows how long. Like, I mean, I cannot remember. I mean, the last time I remember us having a serviceable linebacking core was what, 2008, 2009, when we had like Howard and Kirk Morrison. You know what I mean? Like, since then we've had some okay players, but it's just been an area we just tend to never really address properly, whether it be the draft or whether, like, we attempt to in free agency. I mean, we try to sign guys like Corey Littleton, Nick Kwiatkowski, Malcolm Smith's another one, you know what I mean, back in the day, and it just doesn't work out as well as what we want it to. And I don't know, like, I just want it to be an area of strength at one point in time in my Raider fandom, you know what I mean?
Now we can't be talking that negative stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, look, all right, okay.
You don't want to be branded as negative.
On the positive, okay. We do have it's a youth movement. We've got a lot of young guys. I mean, they're not on the older side of the ledger. They're on the young side of the ledger. Guys in their second year, guys in their third year. You know what I mean? And look, if one, if not two of these guys can work out, I'm looking at Masterson, Diablo, then fantastic. You know what I mean? What's those other cats we got, like Butler, and we got that UDFA.
Masterson, yeah, we got Drake Thomas.
Who's that guy with Drake Thomas?
Drake Thomas,
I mean, yeah. Look, they're young, they're unproven, but they have potential. I just want potential to turn out into results. You know what I'm saying? Like, guys like, I'm looking at Diablo and Co. You know what I mean? Like, and Polamalu's another one who shows potential. What's that other cat we drafted? Bernay. another
So
guy.
at weak linebacker, you got Diablo and Bernie. At middle linebacker, you got Spillane, Bolton, Muwaga, and Drake Thomas. And
Right.
at strong side linebacker, you got Masterson and Darian Butler. None of those guys wow me.
Yeah, I'm with you to like wow me yet. You know what I mean? I'm with you, right there with you. It's definitely concerning. But look, again, a lot of these guys, young, talented, unproven but potential. But I just want potential to turn into results. Hopefully, one of these hybrid guys that we keep trying to turn these guys into, we keep taking flyers on guys, turn them into hybrid guys, whatever. Hopefully, one of these guys can pop. Polymau, Diablo, whoever it may be. I don't care. Just one of these guys be that hybrid guy that we can just say, yes, he's the guy. Solidify that role because we haven't had that at all for how long now?
Mm-hmm. That is true. That's one of our concerns. You know what I'm saying? The cornerback is, I would say, next to. I'm pretty confident with the D tackles. I mean, not confident. I'm content right now with our D tackle room. The cornerback
Yeah.
room needs a little bit of help. You know what I'm saying? I think that the two guys, Farrell and Butler last year, they on the clock, man.
Yeah.
The
We
cornerback room,
took we took two DTs in this year's draft. And if that doesn't
yeah.
tell you what what the coaching
So
regime thinks of their development and progression, then I don't know
yeah,
what does.
yeah. From what I'm
So
hearing though, it
so
sounds like Farrell is he's trying to be that guy this year, and that really struck a nerve with those guys too, because they know that their time here is probably going to be this is going to be it for them if they don't prove it this year. But you're right. I think that it also comes down to performance, and they didn't perform. They couldn't stop nothing out there in the field last year at certain points.
Or at the very least progression. Like I'm not asking for them to put this, that on the third on the stat sheet, but at
yeah.
least show adequate progression for the coaching staff to say, yes, we're confident these guys in time can be the guy. And I don't think they see that in either Butler and or Farrell. Why
Just give
else would
us
they take
something
those
to
two
believe
other?
in, bro.
Yeah, give them
Just
something, you know what I mean? But on the positive side, and just a bit of a bold take, I kind of like what I see from that Silvera guy. I got a bit of a hunch about him. You know what I mean? Yeah, we took him in the 7th round, but to me, and I made this comment on a few lives and on Instagram, he gives me, I'm not saying he is, but he gives me Tommy Kelly vibes. He looks like a
Hmm.
bad mofo. He plays like one.
Hmm.
He's got a bit of an attitude, a bit of a
You ain't
nastiness, something
wrong.
we've been missing since like those kind of days with guys like Tommy Kelly and Richard Seymour, guys you wouldn't want to mess with, you know what I mean? And put intimidation into the other side. Look, he's a 7th rounder. He's probably going to have to fight for his roster spot first. But I don't know, man. There's something about him that I like. Something that I don't see
Hey,
in guys like Farrell and Butler.
how many UDFA's did we have last year on our roster that made contributions to the team late to the end of the season? You know what I'm saying? So you look at a 7th rounder that was picked up. He can make it. I'm predicting, or not predicting. I'm expecting him to, at the very very base floor of his talent level, practice squad. At
Practice
the
squad.
ceiling, yeah, at the ceiling, I'm seeing him to be a rotational player to come in and stop the run and be that extra guy that can come in and learn off artillery too. How to Because the one thing looking at his scouting report, and again, John, I hope you're listening to this because, like I said, this ain't negative. This is educated talk. These two people that I'm talking to right now, these are same guys that do their research on draft picks, just like
Right.
myself. This is the guy that came from Miami to Arizona. He was a journeyman all over, not primarily because of talent, because of his mouth, and because he said things that probably John would see and think that those were negative too. You know what I'm saying? He would talk crazy to people and say some really aggressive stuff to some of his teammates, it sounds like. So I think that if he can be able to kind of curb that and turn himself into a pro, he's got a ceiling that's going to be absolutely insane, you know? Oh, okay. So this is historically sounds like I'll tell you what. This is what we're gonna do. So we're gonna address this for right now, and then John, this is the first time I'm gonna end up doing this shit, man. But I'm gonna put you in timeout, bro. Aaron's always trashing our regime, blase, blase, blah. So you're telling me that we had some history here, bro. So now I'm getting irritated because you're trying to ruin our show. And like I said, you want to take that negative, positive, toxic talk. That sounds like some stuff that you could take someplace else, bro. So I'm gonna tell you right now how I get down. You don't talk about my co-host. It sounds like there's a history there, which we don't give a fuck about on here. We're talking about Raiders fucking football, and we're having an educated
I
talk.
don't even
So
know, dude.
yeah, so if you can't
I
take that
don't.
and just to be able to shelve that, then you need to go sit in the corner and time out. I'm apologizing to you right now for having to do that to you, but if you keep it up, I don't want to see you in here again, bro. That's just the way that it is. You can take that as being negative or positive with it, and take that as how Kush is interpreting it. And so if you don't like that, man, you come at me about it, okay? So when you come back in the chat, come back with a better fucking attitude, please, and thank you. I'm sorry for saying fucking. We got upset right there, but come back with a better attitude, bro. You know what I'm saying? You keep talking about this negative and positive stuff, but you over here being the absolute toxicity in our environment right now, to the point to where I had to take out the last 2.5 minutes to address you, bro. So let's think about that, nation. Whenever you're on here, think about how toxic that you guys can become when you're just talking dumb shit and don't respect other people's fucking opinion. Just because you have an opinion don't mean that your opinion is the only motherfucking opinion out there. Shut the fuck up, have ears. That's why you have two of these and one of these motherfuckers. And so you need to listen to other people's voices and opinion and not say, oh, they're toxic or whatever. So go take your thumbs and have a timeout and enjoy yourself and enjoy what we about to talk about. My bad. Go ahead, continue, fellas.
Sorry, just to shift the focus back to what we were talking about before. I think re- reasonable expectation for Silvera would be a rotational depth guy who can contribute here and there, maybe in the run stuff game. But I don't know. The absolute jackpot for me would be a Tommy Kelly like guy. That's a jackpot past the expected ceiling. But look, one step at a time. He's still got to fight for his roster spot. But I don't know. Just there's something about him. Something about him I like more so than
it's his aggressiveness, because we need
It's
that
the
aggressiveness.
swag. It's the swag and the
Yeah.
confidence.
But we need that intimidation. We haven't really had an intimidator in that interior for a little while now. You know what I mean? Like someone who's gonna put that fear in God of these running backs being able to just take that inside lane and try and take the outside. I mean, are they going to try and take on Max Crosby and Chandler Jones or Tyree Wilson in time? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I want that intimidation factor again that I used to get with Seymour and Tommy Kelly.
You had a sense of comfort when, and you guys both know it's seen in that era. You had a sense of comfort when you could see our defense go out there and we were actually dominant. Like a lot of people have never ever seen our defense the way that it was in that era. We were actually winning games because of our defense. You go out there, you're like, okay, cool. We actually we could do some damage out here. You know what I'm saying? And that's been a long time since we can be able to bring that up. It's been a very long time.
In my time as a Raider fan, I've only ever seen our defense at best be middle of the pack. That was around that 2010, 2011 period. And you know what I mean? Like we weren't like stellar, but we were middle of the pack. More often than not, our defense has been on the way back end of the scale. You know what I mean? Yeah, we had some players here and there, but for the most part, as a collective unit, we've always been like, 25, 24, 28, 30, whatever it may be. You know what I mean? Like, it'd be nice just to look middle of the pack. Great. If we can be better than that in time, fantastic. Maybe with this year's draft, like, you know, with the draft that we had, I think it was solid. Can it be game changing? Only time will tell. But I think we're better for it, but not for now. I think we're better for the future. But whether or not the picks we took this year and maybe next year can turn the tide and turn us into a top 15, top 10, I don't know. Maybe be nice. Hopefully it's the case. We'll see.
I like Patrick Graham, man. I really do. I really want to see him succeed. You know what I'm saying? I'm really rooting for the guy. I think that if not this year, then I don't know what year we're going to see him being dominant. I did see in the chat, and when I popped up out of here for just a brief second, man, it looks like we're getting kind of close to some mutual interest in Marcus Peters. That's been going on since we've been on this chat right now. So how you feel about that? Afakasi, first off.
It's been going on for, I don't know, Matt, how every year he tends to be a free agent. We're always talking the same story. Marcus Peters going to sign. It's only a matter of time. He's a secret free agent that Raiders are targeting. Happens year in, year out. If it ain't Marcus Peters, it's friggin' Ndamukong Suh. If it ain't Ndamukong Suh, it's whatever other
Stephon
quarterback
Gilmore.
you want to throw into the mill. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Jalen Ramsey.
Jalen Ramsey. Just look until it happens. It hasn't happened, so I'm gonna wait and see. Like
That's facts.
I mean, look, it is positive that he's actually in the room negotiating, but that's all it is. Like they're negotiating. There's an interest there, but I want to see him actually sign the dotted line before I get excited because I've seen this song and dance. How many? Am I wrong, Ern? Like how many times have you seen it?
Yeah,
Hey, but you know what the difference is? You know what the difference is this time, Afakazi? Is he's actually in the fucking building talking to him.
True.
So that's what makes it just a little bit different. But if we can make that happen, I would be. It would raise my confidence level. I'm trying to think of it, how much it would raise my confidence level. Maybe about 7 to 10%. But it would help. Shit, I'm definitely not opposed to it.
Right. And he's not like from accounts. He's still a very, very good player, but he's not quite the lockdown shutdown that he once was. He's coming off an injury, if I'm not mistaken. So, and he had a down year. I believe he gave up like 6 touchdowns with the Ravens. But like Peters, like we've all wanted him for a while now. Seems like year in and year out we talk about him. Like I just said, I'd be happy if we got him. It'd be nice to have him, and maybe it seems like they're going to roll with Nate Hobbs to be that outside guy because that other outside position is kind of like, what are we gonna do? Yeah, look, it's not ideal for me either, but like it just seems to be that's the direction they're going to go.
Bro, Dirty, we've been put the link up there for you, big dog. How you think Afakazi got on, big dog? Come on, baby.
We put it up twice.
You need to put it up again. Here you go. Sorry to cut you off, Afakazi. My bad.
No, that's fine. I've said my piece. If he comes, happy. If he doesn't, he doesn't. Whatever.
Yeah. I don't know. I love to see him. He's coming off that ACL tear. I think it's going to come down to money contractually. I've heard I think it was Victor Ford talking about it the other night. He was saying how he thinks he's going to wait until it's going to be closer to training camp starts, so that way he can kind of shop around and get a little bit more money, or maybe the Raiders may see less value to give him, before the season starts, or if someone goes down and gets hurt. So when they start saying that, it sounds like that's probably going to be a likelihood that he's going to end up signing either anytime soon or at all. But I don't know. I feel like I've heard some things that he may play since he likes to see the quarterback's eyes, and he may play like a little bit of a safety type role or something if we did sign him. But I think that he's going to be signed to be a cornerback. Like he's going to be our CB1 if we do sign him. Don't switch him up. Don't get cute. Don't do no dumb shit, But we'd love to see it if it happens.
I'm just looking at. I just saw Lunatics shout his comment about Peters can be a veteran mentor for Bennett, and I like that. But what do you think? Do you think Peters is can be a guy who will take that mentor kind of role, or do you think he's just I'm just here to get mine kind of guy?
Oh, hold on. Let me ask a better question. Do we want Marcus Peters being a mentor? He doesn't necessarily have the best. He doesn't have the best character record. I love his swag and everything, but let's be honest, bro. He's more like the Draymond Green of the NFL.
You know who I think would be a better mentor for him.
You want to do the honors?
Yeah. I'll just get this one out real quick. But I think Nate Hobbs, bro. I think Nate Hobbs would be a better mentor for Jacorian, because Jacorian is a guy that can play the slot, and they're actually, I think, on the depth chart, if I'm not mistaken, I think they have him as our slot guy, and then have Hobbs playing the outside. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, I got to bring on our next guest. Hold that thought. I thought you had something to say, Afakazi. You're gonna be next up, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to bring on our special guest to the E&K Show, a brother that was looking for the link. We kept trying to drop him the link. I should have just DM'd him the link, because he likes to get the DM links specialized to him. I already know. So that's probably what he was talking about. We got to make sure we fit it to him. Got to put a nice little card with it, nice little cupcake.
I was thinking the same thing. Some nice little cursive writing on the invitation. It's etiquette. It's etiquette.
Wrapped in a bow. This is the way this brother rolls. this is the man. It's my co-host in the morning show with me. You know what I'm saying? He will make sure that I'm doing my push-ups properly. I'm getting my cardio in. He keeps the MILFs away at bay. He's my 911 advocate in case they start getting a little too wild with me and get too aggressive. Bring out my good brother Dirty, who's going by that dude today. What's up, Dirty?
That dude.
That dude, bro. I'm that dude today, bro.
I love
So
it.
what's
I
up,
love
that
it.
dude? How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good, bro. How are you?
I am Westside Media, and yeah,
What up, AR-15? How you doing?
Thought it was 18. What's going on?
18,
that
yeah.
dude?
AR-15, 18. Yeah, man. You know, hey, look.
You were the one who coined that.
You've been looking
Dirty.
younger, bro. You've been looking younger. I had to drop your age. You've been looking younger and shit. You know what I mean?
Well, you actually gave me that moniker. What? How long has it been now? That was 2 years ago, wasn't it?
I think
so.
just under 2 years.
2 years, yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
But yeah, what's shaking? I like your hat, by the way. Was that
Oh,
Clippers?
thank you, man. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I like the colors.
hey, did they win tonight?
75th. Did you win tonight? Nigga, don't get on me, nigga. If you ain't in it, nigga, did you win tonight?
We made it farther than y'all did.
Hey, nigga, hey, almost doesn't
We
count.
won a series.
Almost
We
doesn't count.
We won a series.
Hey, that's like saying, hey, you know what? I saw Pamela Anderson naked, bro, but I didn't hit. But I saw her naked. Nigga, it ain't the same.
Hey, you want to know the
It ain't
reason?
the
You want to know the reason that we didn't win this year?
I don't need to know the reason why you didn't win this year. All I need to know is you didn't win.
We were tired.
I'm not a fan. I don't care why you didn't do it. I just know you didn't do it.
Hey,
I can give a fuck about the facts. I can care less.
We were tired from carrying around these rings.
You're trash.
Something that you don't know anything about.
You're losers.
Trash.
You didn't win. What else would you like? Like, I can give you all the acronyms for your team right now, bro. You're not in it.
Those will all be lying.
You're not in it.
Lies.
Let it go.
Dirty. As soon as you show up, the motherfucking chat goes crazy, bro. Everybody be going crazy the damn chat, man. See what you did.
I mean,
who did they play? Who did the Clippers play?
We lost to Phoenix.
You don't even know.
We lost to Phoenix. Who don't know?
It took him a minute to think about it.
No.
It took him a minute. He was stuck. He's like, huh?
No, I was actually getting ready to pick up my drink.
Hey, you know what happens with the kid when they get in trouble and shit? Hey, where was you at? Huh? That was Dirty.
Huh?
At first I didn't know if he was talking to me or if he was talking to you. So I just answered the question.
I was talking to you.
I know why I lost.
You know what we call the Clippers? We call them the clappers because all they do is clap for the Lakers.
Bro, we don't clap for the Lakers. What are you talking about, nigga? Do you see anything? You see any pom-poms around here for them niggas? Fuck no.
If you want to
hey, look,
LA
if you
team,
ask
it's
me, nigga, they getting what they deserve right now, nigga. Ass whooping.
Can I ask a question?
Nigga, that's what you deserve. You ain't no fucking champs. You're chumps.
Can I ask you a question, Dirty? Has the Lakers and the Clippers ever played like a conference final?
Nah.
So it's never happened.
I ain't never been to the Western Conference Finals. Well,
the Clippers ain't never been to the finals.
I've been once.
All right, but that answers my question. It hasn't happened. So if Lakers win their series and Clippers win their series, that would be the first time two LA teams would be in the conference.
The Clippers are out, big dog.
We are at home.
Oh, they're out. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Look, I don't watch NBA. That's why I'm asking the questions.
My two star players got hurt, bro. After that, it was a wrap. It was a wrap after that.
Okay, thank you for educating me on my ignorance.
I don't want to hear no excuses.
You all good, AR. I'm not giving you excuses, nigga. I just gave you the truth.
You just gave me an excuse.
That's not an excuse. It's the truth.
You just gave me an excuse.
How the fuck is the truth an excuse?
Okay in the chat? Y'all put it down.
Did I say?
Is that an excuse? Yes or no?
No,
in the chat.
Was, nigga,
hey, in the
truth.
chat, y'all put. Is that an excuse? Is that Y or N?
Bro, as I said, I gave you the truth, man. My two star players was down, and we lost. Point blank.
Hey, my 3-star players were all tired from carrying around these damn rings all the time.
I don't give a fuck what they was. They at home fishing now, nigga.
At home polishing rings.
Hey, did you advance to the next round or did you go home? Which one is it? Are you
We
still
needed a
playing
break.
or are you at home?
We needed a break, bro. We
You're
were
at home. You needed a break,
Hey,
nigga, from
we
what?
were
Losing?
tired.
You had a god awful season. You barely made the playoffs.
We've been in the finals the end of the
Bro,
last 8
you had
years
to
in a
win
row.
a play-in to fucking get in, bro. Stop it.
That man Ern said he grabbed that mic. He said, "Hey man, we needed a break."
We
Yo,
needed
it
a
looked like
break.
your team was broke, nigga. That's what it looked like.
He said, "We're tired,
Hey,
man. We're
if
tired.
we looked broken, we won a playoff series. Then what did you
And
guys look like?
so why was Steph crying on the sideline then, nigga? If y'all needed a break, he should have been happy for joy that he was getting a break. But no, he was crying because he couldn't play no more.
You want to know why he was crying? It was because you get so used to beating everybody's ass all the time. So when you actually get eliminated a little bit earlier, for once in 10 fucking years, I mean, it tends to be a little bit heartbreaking.
You know what's sad? The saddest thing about this whole thing
is that the Clippers fans think they have anything to argue about.
With a nigga when you ain't even in it either, nigga. I just don't get it.
The saddest thing is the Clipper fan trying to say anything to a Warriors fan.
Nigga, all I came in and said, "What's up, nigga?" You started with the bullshit.
Of course,
nigga. I didn't come to talk basketball, nigga. Fuck basketball. Fuck your Warriors. Fuck the Lakers. Fuck everybody in the fucking playoffs, nigga. I don't give a shit.
I
nigga,
understand.
If your name ain't the LA Clippers,
I understand. If my team was never anything,
blank,
I would be mad at everybody else's team.
Point blank. I don't give a fuck. See, you're mad. You brought it to me just because I didn't get as far as you, but I don't see you saying shit to fucking Kush, and he knocked your ass out the playoffs, nigga. Talk to him.
You want to know why? You want to know why? Because when the playoffs started, you had a certain energy, and I'm making you keep that energy.
Hey, I got a gift for you, Ern. I got a gift for you, man.
I hope it's that eighth of weed that we bet on like 8 months ago.
Hold on, man. I got to get a gift for Ern, man.
Man, this chair's so comfortable. I got this chair in my backyard, man. This thing swings.
This is a gift for you, brother. This is a gift for you, my nigga. Here you go. Some nice new fishing pole for your fucking expedition that you on, nigga. You're fishing just like me, nigga.
I don't go fishing, bro. I don't.
Your team does. Your team does.
Hey, I'm winning too.
Hey, but you guys already got there early and got the spot for us. We sent y'all there at 6 o'clock in the morning. Hey, go hold down the spot for us. We'll be out there around noon.
Hey, this is what you doing right now. You're just waiting for something to bite. Because you can't even get a win on the boat, nigga. You can't even get a fish to bite. You're just out there like.
I have never seen so many fucking people laughing all at one time in the damn chat, bro. God dang.
Loon, you stupid. Look at this. Look. Loon is retarded, bro. Go to sleep.
What's wrong with you, bro?
Go to sleep, bro.
He can't go to sleep. He at work.
He
at work. He can't
He
go
on
to sleep.
overtime.
That nigga's doing overtime today. He can't go to sleep.
Hey, what Jody's mama telling my baby boy? Go in the house.
hey, Loon gonna fuck around and make some boxes, nigga. He gonna build a box around him. He gonna be in the middle taking a nap like. He gonna build the boxes 30 boxes high, nigga.
Man, that man said, "Naked thumb wrestling."
Hey, y'all remember Employee of the Month? Y'all remember that movie Employee of the Month where they had the forklift and he used to take them to the top and they would move 2 boxes and then it would be a room and they would close the boxes back up.
Nah, but it sounds like
Yeah, they had their little spot at the top of the rack, bro. And they moved these 2 boxes and you go inside, nigga. It was like a poker room and shit. They had like chips.
Oh shit.
Bro.
Got the gambling shack up there.
Yeah. These niggas was taking naps and disappearing and taking naps and shit, bro.
Hey, that sounds like a job for you.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I used to do that shit in the Army too, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to figure out ways to get you a little nap in. You know what I'm saying?
Dirty. We already answered this question. What's your confidence level in Josh McDaniels? 0 is being low, 10 is being high.
I'll let you know week 7.
No, the point is to have a one for pre-season, like the season, not pre-season, but like the season. So like to gauge where everybody's at now, and then right before the season, and then like as we go. So we wanted a temperature check. Where you at right now?
It's unfair to do that because I ain't seen him do shit yet. I mean, it would be the same fucking grade I gave him at the end of the season last year because he ain't did a goddamn thing.
And what grade did you give him at the end of last year?
A fucking F. Gave a nigga F, bro.
What kind of F is that? Is that a 3F, a 2F?
F for get the fuck on, nigga.
Hold on.
F for get the fuck on.
Hold on, because you didn't give me what I asked for. I asked for a number. Is that a 0F or 1F or a 2F?
Nigga,
what kind of
F? That F stood for get the fuck on, bro. Like,
okay.
I actually didn't answer that question.
You sure did it. You sure did it, bro. You sure did it.
Go ahead.
So my number would be 4. That's a generous 4 as well.
That's fair. That's about what I was thinking, being honest, because he's competent. You know what I mean? But I don't see it.
I'm hopeful, not confident. And to Dirty Raiders' point is he hasn't shown him anything. Yeah, I'm in the same boat. He hasn't showed me nothing either. Not yet.
Yeah, it's not like he drafted the fucking players we got. You know what I mean? He didn't do that. You know what I mean? I ain't seen a nigga take the field yet. I see you waving motherfuckers already. I see that. I see y'all done waved the nigga already, but like whatever.
I'm hopeful until he proves otherwise. He's either going to prove that he is the guy and instill belief in me, or he's going to prove that he ain't shit.
Well, he got till week 7 with me. So right now he's on a clean slate. He got till week 7 to prove anything. You know what I mean? So
that's right before the Detroit game. I'm trying to go to that Detroit game. That's right for my birthday.
He got till week 7, Green Bay.
If I go down to Detroit for week 8, and that's a disappointment game, I'll be pissed off, man. That's the one game I want to see.
The week up to week 7 is our easiest stretch of the season. It gets all more difficult.
Exactly, my nigga. If you can't get through that, nigga, I'm supposed to believe you can get to the other half, nigga.
I see the logic in that. Okay, I got
it.
Dirty, you and Kush gave your predictions on a show, didn't you? Like you had them going what, 12-5 or 11
bullshit,
13-4.
13-4. What about you, Kush?
I had us winning 8 games.
There you go.
8, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it was 14-3, 13-4, 10-7, and then fucking 6-11.
So that would mean Josh McDaniels is going to turn it around and prove to be the guy if he gets us there.
Man, if he can get through the first 7 weeks, I'll let him slide. But bro, if you got a losing record through the first 7 weeks and it's the easiest part of your schedule, it ain't gonna get no better in the fucking second half.
Show the hell ain't.
Mr. Mando.
No, that was just based on matchups, bro. Like that was just based on like if we was looking at how things played out like previous times or whatever and what teams look like. I mean, yeah, they could easily go 13-4 if they play hard enough. If they play hard enough. I mean, you got to go and actually look at the schedule. Look how it's set up. Look at where we're playing. Look at the times. Look at the teams. Look at their schedules before they play you. You know what I mean? It's like a lot of things that go into, trying to figure out a record, bro. I'm not saying 13. Look, what we did, the show we did was basically it gave you a ceiling, it gave you a floor. You know what I mean? At worst, you could be this. At best, you could be this. That's it. That's all the show was. It was 4 different opinions, 4 thoughts, 4 different records. Ceiling, everything else in the middle, and the fucking floor.
The other thing as well, just to your point, is that from my understanding, we've got 6 weeks where we're playing opponents coming off a Monday night football game. and that's probably the most we've ever had, if I'm not mistaken. Correct?
Yeah.
We also have
that actually
five
works.
primetime
That
games.
works in our favor a little bit.
That does work in our favor tremendously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We also
And
have
these
five,
teams have a short turnaround.
we have 5 primetime games, which means we also have 5 short weeks.
Terrence, you make sure if you quote me properly. I have us unexpectedly sweeping the division. There's a difference.
No,
Sweeping our division.
Yeah.
Correct.
Unexpected.
you know what?
Look, the key word.
I was like,
Yeah,
dude, Arvin?
The key word. Listen to what I'm saying. I have us unexpectedly sweeping. That's not a guarantee of a sweep. I'm just saying I think it could happen. It could. It's a strong possibility.
I mean, a meteor can fall out of the sky and hit me in my head too.
It would be unexpected. That's all I'm saying. If they swept the division, bro, it would be unexpected. I'm thinking of an unexpected sweep, bro. That's all I'm saying. Don't that make sense?
No.
How it don't?
Because there's no evidence to say, there's nothing to base that on.
Exactly. That's why it makes sense, bro. Unexpectedly. Because there's nothing in the world that tells you it's going to fucking happen. So I think you don't expect it to happen. It's unexpected.
So what you're trying to say is it's a bold take.
The last time we did that was 2011, I believe, and that was the US teams were much weaker than they are now, especially the Chiefs.
Here's one thing though: is injuries happen every day. Like how they say it on the wire, niggas die every day. B, hey, people get injured, and anything can happen. That's the only thing I could see that would be that drastic enough for. I mean, I can't even say that though, because teams can change. Teams can change within a season. It takes a lot, but within our division, that's really, really tough. On top of that, I think I'll bring up another point too, is, and I want to see what you guys' thoughts are about how do you think we're going to fare against the Broncos this year? Because the Broncos are looking at it. This is their year. They're looking at it like this is either Sean Payton's win it or if they don't beat the Raiders, they're looking at it as a whole wash for the whole season. From what I'm listening to all the content creators, that's all they're talking about is week one. They want the Raiders bad. They want to play us. They want to play us at home, and they want to embarrass us. So if we come out there, we take the Broncos for our little brother, like we've been punking them before. They got some tricks up their sleeve. They're gonna bring everything they got on week one, which I think we can still beat them. Fuck them, but yeah, they definitely been talking a lot of shit. Last
they got a lot to prove, and we got a lot to prove.
Omar, tell him, Omar, it's all the script is set, nigga. Raiders, Cowboys, this year's Super Bowl, Vegas. Book it.
What you about to say, Apikasi?
I was just short and sweet. They've obviously got a lot to prove, but so do we. We've got a lot to prove too this year.
Yeah, I think so. They really circling that one though. They just can't admit that, we gonna win the second installment of that series, but they're saying that game is what they have circled. They want to have that. What you looking for?
I'm looking. Shit, I can't find. I'm looking for Dirty's mind because I think he lost it. I can't find it anywhere. My bad, Dirty. You know I had to get you, bro.
I'm a little teapot, short and stout, nigga. That's her right now, bro. I'm a little tea, bro. You don't want to drink the tea, nigga? You don't want to drink the tea, nigga?
I've never been a fan of chamomile, bro.
Hey, nigga, I don't serve chamomile, nigga. This Lipton out this bitch, nigga. Lipton. We put it in the sun and everything, nigga, the old school way.
Hey, that should actually be good, though.
I know, nigga. I know, especially when you put the sugar in off bat, nigga, sugar water, and then drop the tea bags in it and let that shit sit in the sun, cut you up like a whole lemon and slices, nigga, and just sit it on the top with you. Nigga, y'all niggas don't know, bro. Y'all niggas don't know nothing about no real tea. No sweet tea, nigga, no southern tea. Y'all niggas ain't hip. You ain't cool. You ain't fresh.
What's your record prediction, Aaron?
What's my record prediction? Somewhere between 5 and something and 7 and something.
but it ain't going to be over 8. So if I were a betting man, I would go to Vegas and I would place my bet on the under on the total wins at 7.5. And not even being funny, I'm not being shitty or none of that shit. That's my legitimate prediction. I don't see us doing that good this year. That schedule's crazy, and our roster is crazy in a bad way. My bad to keep cutting you off.
Sorry, no. I should have let you finish. I think I saw JT predicted 7 and I think 12. What is it? 7 and 10 on your
lower.
Yeah, it's like 5.
I'm pretty sure he says 7 and 10.
Was it 7 and 10? I thought it was 6.
I saw your Instagram post. I think it was. I'm pretty sure it was 7. But that's my expectation. 7 wins, 6 wins. And I've maintained that I'm not happy about it, but I'm willing to be content with it, being that it's a youth movement. I believe it's the first year of a rebuild. These young guys, they're going to be good, but they're going to be good in time. They need time, and I'm willing to give them that. I think we're going to be better next year. This year, it may be a rough ride, but if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. We'll see.
All I said was, these are possibilities. So all I said. Any given Sunday, anybody can win.
Right.
You know what I mean? For any given reason, whatever, bro. Anybody can win. I didn't say we was going undefeated. I didn't say that. I didn't say 15-2. Like some niggas is like, nigga, 15-2. Nigga, where? Where on the roster do you see 15-2, nigga? Please tell me.
The part that's throwing me off, Dirty, is that where you said that we can sweep the division. I think that's the likelihood of that is like a meteor falling and hitting my house tonight when I go to sleep.
That's the whole reason for me saying unexpectedly. All right? Look,
you want to do this one, or you want me to do it?
Nobody would expect for that to take place, right? If it did happen, it would be unexpected, and that's why I'm saying if it were to happen, that shit would be unexpected, bro. Nobody see that shit happening. I don't see it happening. I'm saying if the fucking Raiders swept this year, it would be fucking unexpected.
That's like that Dumb and Dumber meme.
In short, you're saying it's a bold take.
It's bigger than a bold take, nigga.
Hey, let me cut you off for just a second.
Yeah,
hey, Chris, you want to do some honors? You want to do the honors?
I got you, bro. Ladies
That's my
and gentlemen,
homeboy right there.
This is the brother that wasn't even in the chat to announce that he was even popping up today. He didn't say nothing in the chat, didn't say what's up to nobody in the chat, didn't give you guys no heads up that he was just going to even pop in. You know what I'm saying? The brother just said, hey, today is the day. I don't give a shit what y'all got going on. Y'all miss me? Hey, how you said, Dirty? Did you miss me? We gonna bring this cat to the stage.
You can't be using my shit for other people, man. Come on, bro.
Motherfucker, I just gave you the credit. I could have said,
Tommy Davidson.
Did you miss me? I had to give you some credit. You know what I'm saying? We got the ball fade master himself, the number 0 special with the goatee. You know what I'm saying? In the eyebrow edge up. We're gonna bring in the king of controversy since he was 17, like LeBron. We're gonna bring him onto the stage. Our good brother. Give him a good round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back, our good brother. Look like you lost about 10 pounds, by the way, too. Got a boogie in your nose, my nigga. I'm just playing. J2. What's up, dog?
That's my dog.
You left
if
out
anybody got any problem with him, you let me know.
Left out the whole
Shaking JT
review, like, man, damn, you left the nigga show out and everything. No shit.
Where any JT in the office?
No, I just left the office, honestly. It's gonna be my last week of fucking dealing with bullshit. People getting fired and people crying and shit, but it was 7, Dirty. Don't shortchange. I had 7 wins on there. I was surprised too.
I was right. I
was surprised too. I was like, damn, I had 7 wins.
JT, I gotta hit you with the question right off the bat, bro. And
yeah,
like I said, we're gonna give you your floor because you know what, man, nobody ever give you your chance to just get your shit out, bro. Hey, we had some person up in here talking about toxic and negative and positive and being a Raider fan means that you got. Bro, talk about that. We ain't even gonna interrupt you, man. Let's hear your take on that, and just get the folks out there what JT views on what toxicity is and being a negative Raider fan and what that constitutes.
Oof. I mean, there's levels to it because people can consider me toxic and negative. Um, a lot of people don't know how to deal with actually taking the truth or dealing with the truth, the harsh truths or harsh realities. Unfortunately, with the Raiders, it's a lot of harsh reality. It's a lot of constructive criticism. Now, sometimes people do tend to lean to being more negative or more controversial or critical, um, which is understandable. But the toxic shit is people using social media uh, in a negative way, like by directly reaching out, talking about family, talking about relationships or things that have nothing to do with the actual sport. I consider that toxic. Someone just being critiquing. I mean, you could be overly critical, but it's still critique. It's that. I mean, you can consider that an opinion. It's not technically wrong. I mean, you could dissect it and point flaws within it, but it's someone's opinion. That isn't toxic.
Yeah, very good.
So I mean, it's really in the eye of the beholder. Unfortunately, right now, it's a lot of sensitive motherfuckers in Raider Nation. A bunch of you sensitive ass motherfuckers who don't want to hear what the reality is. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's nice to have expectations, but I'm over that shit, man. I'm living in reality right now, and
And don't.
I just can't get ahead of myself because I just know what my team is, and we constantly get we can get to a point where we can be decent, but we're not a complete product, and we've been an incomplete product for far too long. And now, like I'm gonna be more critical, overly critical. I'm not, especially when I see it going in the wrong direction.
Yeah.
How long you gonna drive in the wrong direction before you realize, maybe I missed the exit and should turn around. Like before, I didn't have, I didn't know how you navigated. Now I know how you navigate, so I ain't gonna let you miss too many exits now. Before, we can go a couple miles down the road. I ain't really tripping. Now, hey, bro, you wasting gas.
Yeah.
You wasting mileage on these players.
Sorry to interrupt, JT. Do you think our draft was a turn in the right direction to getting on that right road eventually?
Y'all gonna laugh at me. I'm gonna say
No, go ahead, man. I want to hear your takes.
yes and no. It's a turn in the right direction, just not with this guy. I like the picks. Look, Kush. I've been watching video. I'm going to kill your boy Tyree Wilson, but the potential that I see and what he adds, I like. But we have to get the right coach and the right mentor for him. I don't know what happened. My laptop messed up because I literally had. I ain't gonna lie, I'm so tight right now, dude. I don't even want to do YouTube no more. The way this fucking. I had a video, like a 40 minute video of just everything of how I was breaking down my likes, my dislikes, my critique of actually just game footage, not the highlights. I actually have the game footage of just the defensive line of Texas Tech against other offensive line, against other pros that he played, and that shit is gone. I ain't gonna
So
lie.
you've seen the whole film and it's not impressive to you?
I have like
Not just the
8
highlights.
games.
You've seen the whole film.
No. I like the whole. I'm talking about from play 1 to the final play.
Okay, that's interesting.
So I actually have the clips. I got a guy who actually just does O-line and D-line, and I got the clips from him. Even some of them from Michael Myers too, and I am more impressed with his blocking than I was before. But I have to go back to edit it because the shit is gone. I ain't gonna lie, I'm
Just watching the
so
show.
mad. It was like 12 hours of time because I'm still learning how to edit.
What about his
And
receiving? Like
who's
that's
receiving?
me.
Oh, that
Miles.
was never an issue. He always had that. My
Okay, perfect for
concern,
coming time.
his receiving is gonna be fine. He's just gonna have to adapt to the speed. He's great hands, great, good hips. He tracks the ball well. I mean, I have honestly, he was the best tight end in this draft. He's the most complete. He's ready day one. He honestly, I have him as the starter for day one.
Right.
With who we have on the roster right now. I mean, if they add somebody else,
What do you think of the offensive line?
it is what it is. We saw what it was last year.
Do you see it being top 10, or do you still think that they still need to put it together?
I mean, people are going to hit me with statistics, but if we were a top 10 line last year, you wouldn't want to upgrade. That's just my aspect. If we're good statistically, so good, why are we looking to upgrade? Especially
What
if they're going to
about
have another year within the system.
But we didn't
So
really upgrade at the offensive line. We pretty much
at
rolled with
all,
who we got
I,
and picked up
I
some players
mean,
here and there.
technically they should be better, but honestly, they would be better with DC or Stidham at quarterback because they know how DC is going to move in the pocket. They know how Stidham was moving in the pocket because they had a whole year of practice with him. They have to relearn all that, how Jimmy G moves, how he's going to slide. You're going to have to learn all that. His protection calls, is he going to allow the center to call the protection or is he going to call it? It's like starting from day one again. Like they have to start all that over. They have to learn it. How much time are they going to put in? How much effort they going to put in? How much tolerance do they have? Like all that has to start all over from day one. Is from scratch. So, I mean,
Who do
they'll
you have at
probably
right
be
guard
around the
and
same.
who do you have at right guard and right tackle?
Same who we had last year. Everyone should be the same. No one should lose their position. Luminor's going to be left, and Colton's going to be left, and Luminor's going to be right. The only position that might change would be the guards.
So going back to the toxicity with the fan base, let's go to that.
Thank you, JT.
How do you see going into this season? How do you see it's going to go either way? If you have fans that are winning, losing, you think that people are gonna? You think there's always going to be some type of civil discourse? You think people are going to be like, you know what, you were right. we did. Do you think people are actually going to put it down, or you think it's going to infuriate even more folks within the nation? How do you fix it? How would you fix it?
It kind of plateaued. I mean, I don't see it getting worse right now. I mean, people who were car lovers, we love car, but we knew it was a means coming to an end. It just, we're at a crossroads. So we were more okay with him going than anything. But Carr can fuck up the whole fan base and put it in a total civil war if he wins in New Orleans. If he wins in New Orleans, oh man, it's gonna be all hell broke loose. It's gonna be worse.
Yeah,
If
you're right about that.
if we and the thing is if Carr win, he don't even have to win as much. He just has to win more than us. People are gonna be pointing the fingers like, see, we should never, such and such. We have for it to be okay with everybody. We'll have to win more than he does because
Yeah.
everyone is just ready to point the finger. And like I'm not gonna do that. Like I wish Carr the best. If he responds to me, he responds to me. We talk. Behind the scenes. If I see things that I think he needs to work on, I'll send it to him. But he's not a Raider no more. Jimmy G's our quarterback. And the reason why I'm so critical of the team is we're not supporting Jimmy G in the way he wins. We're not getting him the supporting cast he needs. We're trying to ask him to do something he's never done. Like, yo, why are we bringing a guy who's won a specific way, then support him with that type of team?
True.
and we're not doing that. So it's like, so what am I thinking he's going to come in and just beat Tom Brady and win with nothing?
Yeah,
So
Alfredo,
now,
you already making up excuses. You talking about he got the Saints got an easier schedule. I mean, you're already making excuses.
hey,
You
so
know.
now we're at the
Look,
point to
in all
where
honesty, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna just say this when we talk about DC, bro. What the fuck are we talking about? Like, why the fuck are we still talking about a guy who's not here anymore? He's
He
not
ain't here.
fucking here. It doesn't
Who
fucking
cares?
matter if he wins or loses. It doesn't fucking matter. He's
It's
not
been
on the
like 5
Raiders,
months. It's been like 5 months. You guys haven't got adjusted to this shit yet.
bro. You ain't got out of it, bro. Like, it doesn't. I don't give a fuck if he wins or if he fucking loses. He's not the quarterback for my
He's
team.
not here. Who cares?
He's not the quarterback for my team. What the fuck do I care? Do I wish him the best? Yes, I wish everybody in the fucking NFL the best. But that doesn't fucking mean I gotta root for you or I gotta fucking follow you. I don't. I follow the Raiders. I watch other teams because I love the sport, but I don't root and rah-rah for nobody but the fucking Raiders. So if you're not in the silver and black, it doesn't fucking matter what you do anywhere else. It wasn't
with you.
done in the silver and black. That's all
with
that
you.
fucking matters. And I'm a
oh
call. I
JT,
love Carr. Y'all
I
know
ain't
that.
I
I
ain't done with
love
you.
DC, bro. I love the man he is. I love the fucking player he is. I love the fucking human being, bro. I love the guy because he's fucking genuine, right? He's not afraid to put his emotions out there. He takes care of his family. He's God fearing. You know what I mean? He's respectable. But that's as far as it goes. Loved him when he was with the fucking Raiders, but he's not with the Raiders anymore. And
Felt the same way about Khalil Mack.
until he retires, I don't care what he does.
All right.
Felt the same way about Khalil Mack.
I'm
Felt the
I'm
same way
getting
about.
my balls are starting to hurt. We talking about DC and it makes my stomach hurt. Man, can we please move on? JT, back to you, bro. About DA and his statements from your point of view, because I didn't heard everybody else's point. Me and Dirty beat it up, talk about it from every angle that we possibly could over the week. I know Ern's opinion about it. Afakasi talked a little bit about it, and Afakasi feel free to interject as well too.
What's that,
But
sorry?
JT, I'm curious what your thoughts. Like I said about Devontae Adams, about the comments, the
Okay, yeah, I got you kind of breaking up, but you just
Yeah.
want,
that we talked
yeah, you want
about
our
earlier.
reaction on it?
What's your thoughts on it, JT?
Okay, my thoughts on it. I said this shit last year already. It's not going to change. I knew the turmoil that was happening then. It's bad now because Josh McDaniels has cleaned house with the voices that were loudest in the room. But Devontae Adams, he's a consummate pro. He's going to be a pro. He's going to be a pro. So he's going to play. He won't sit out. Now here's the thing: when his time is done, he's done. You know, if it gets to a point where it's the push or shove, he's always going to be in a power position. But he's the consummate pro. He's going to be a pro. He's going to play. He's not going to damage his brand or anything like that. He went through the same shit in Green Bay that he's going through now. You know what I'm saying? He didn't like he didn't like what was going on in Green Bay. He didn't voice his opinion as much as Aaron Rodgers did. You know, he didn't like the scheme. He didn't like the way they were using him. He didn't like the way they're using other players to set plays up. He's in the same situation now. You know, so it's something that I knew, I seen, I understood, and like I said, when you see how every key player on your team has a set of plays that are specifically for them. There's certain routes that you have, and everybody's playbook. Renfro has plays that complement Da. Da has plays that complement Renfro. Each person has a play that will get another person open. We don't have that. I didn't see that all last year at all without the trick plays. You know, Da wasn't setting up Renfro for his routes. Renfro wasn't setting up his Da for his routes. Matt Collins wasn't. You know, had mismatches, and then I think against Tennessee he utilized it, but that was really the only time I really seen him go against the mismatch. Or Keenan, or y'all call him Keisha Cole. You call him Keisha Cole. I can't remember his name. Y'all call him Keisha Cole
Hey,
so much.
call the man
Keelan Cole.
Keisha Cole, man.
Keenan
Keisha
Cole. Even Keenan Cole. Like he should have had plays down the field that should have just set up plays. So it's another year. Hopefully we see that. But
Anybody ever, since y'all want to keep bringing up DC and these fucking throws, anybody ever think that maybe DC just stopped trying once he realized these motherfuckers was tanking, that he just stopped trying? He just stopped caring. He knew what was coming. He just stopped caring. Anybody think about that?
My only problem with that is like, bro, like professionals don't just quit in the middle of the season. I just don't see that. His character doesn't.
Coach quit in the middle of every fucking game.
I think it affected his confidence.
Coach
I don't think
he quit every game, bro.
I disagree with you. I disagree with both of you actually. I don't think it's in DC's character to quit. I think he's.
I just said.
No. Yeah. I know. I'm just responding to your comment. I'm not saying that's what you're saying, but like it kind of looked like that. Like he just like, yo, I'm just going out here and going through the motions. We got a game. It's my job. I'm just how you go to a job, you don't care. You just punch in and punch out. It kind of did look like that at times with DC. But even when you're a pro, motherfuckers will quit on you. They definitely will. I've seen it. I know it. I've had family do it. Hell, I've done it, and I'm not even a pro.
I think more, lack of confidence.
I quit in the middle of one game, bro. I quit in the middle of one game, bro.
All it takes is that one game. Yeah.
I quit one time in the game, bro.
And I was ready to. Yeah. And you ready to fight everybody. The moment you want to fight your teammate, that's the moment you quit in that game. When you're ready to fight and you just don't care, I don't care if I win or lose, you quit. And I've been there before, so everyone's been there.
And that's because I felt like, nigga, nobody was trying, bro. Nobody was trying. You know what I mean? Nobody.
Now, let's be honest. If you played basketball, you've quit in the game before. When that ball stops coming to you, you've quit in the game before. Even if it's pickup, that's quitting.
I quit. I didn't. You know what I tell you? I didn't even quit the whole game. I just quit the third quarter, bro. I refused to play in the third quarter. I refused to play in the third quarter, bro. I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm not playing, coach. Put somebody else in.
Mr. Park, you're not gonna go out there? Nah. You want me out there? I'm about to foul out in like 5 minutes.
Bro, I think look, they ain't coming to my side, nigga. They running to the other side, and this nigga can't make tackles. Nigga, like, bro, you keep putting this nigga out there, and he can't stop nobody, bro. Put somebody else in. So the nigga that I wanted put in, I quit so they could put him in, just so that they could see that he was still better than the other nigga on the other side. And so in the fourth quarter, I was like, Coach, I'll go back in if you take this motherfucker out. And he took that nigga out, and I went back in the fourth quarter. We still lost the game, but we only lost by a field goal versus losing by 3 touchdowns, which we
that nigga dirty cost his team the game.
I put it this way. This is the way I see it is I would never want to say or never even try and say that anybody that's getting paid multiple millions of dollars, you know what I'm saying, to do their job is going to have one bad rep where they want to be on camera. You would like to think that that was the case, but like it's been eloquently pointed out is that it happens. Emotions flare no matter what the cost is, what the risk is. And you got a game. You talking about a difference between people playing a game that we're not getting paid for, you know, we're passionate about, but you quitting on your job, you quitting on the people that have put a lot of money. You talk about our hard-earned money that we put into the stands to go and sit there and watch that person do their job. I take that real seriously when you look at that and someone says that they quit. I don't think that they quit. I think that they may be unmotivated. You know what I'm saying? But
let me kind of throw a little outline there.
One second, because I'll let you talk, and I'm gonna get my piece in too. But I think that you know the one thing about it is that I don't have that in me. I can't say that I quit on shit. You know what I'm saying? Because if I show up for something, it's like I'm here to do my job, and I don't care about anything else that's connected to it. Especially in a team sport like that too. If your team quits and they see that you quit, number one, they gonna all quit and shut down too. Number two, there's a thing called a camera out there, and you getting filmed, so it's gonna show up on your film. And you think about the other coaches. I got one more point, and then I'll shut up about it. But you have other teams, other coaches that's gonna watch this film. Like if you go back, you watch that movie called Air about Michael Jordan, and the reason why Nike, the guys from Nike, saw some detail in Michael Jordan is because he was expecting to get the ball. Everybody else thought, oh yeah, they're gonna give it to James Worthy. Michael Jordan was expecting the rock. He was expecting, even when it wasn't expected of him to have greatness. Anytime you step on anything, you should have the expectation that you're gonna be great. You know, so I don't allow that excuse for me. And then the third part is that coaching too. Sometimes when it comes down to it, like we look at Jacorian Bennett, who's our cornerback, and you listen to his story and how a coach just absolutely almost wrecked his whole life, you know what I'm saying, his whole career by not having faith in him and doing exactly like we're talking about, not giving him the opportunity. And he could have quit. He could have been like, man, fuck this. I'm not going out there. You got me sitting on the bench this whole time, and I can outbeat these guys in talent. A lot of times with coaches, it's a character issue, and they trying to test your character too. They know you can be able to do the job. They're gonna see if you're gonna be a little bitch about it. If you're gonna complain and be like, well, I don't do this, yada yada yada. They're gonna let you run your mouth. And then when the college recruiters or the other coaches in the NFL, the coordinators are calling, they all talking. They're like, hey, how does he work under this type of pressure? So that goes back, and it does show that, you know, some of the things that they talked about when we talked about some of the players from last year. I don't even say the name. We talk about some of the players from last year and how they say they took their ball and they went in the corner and go soak. Players like that, man, you gonna take your ball and go soak. Like get the fuck out of here, then. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, JT. My bad.
No,
JT, I got a little bit of a take too. So JT.
yeah, no, I actually had a question. That, like, okay, because you're saying like the quitting. Like, what do you classify as quitting? Because everyone's heard the term and seen people say, well, do you consider quitting a business decision? You know what I'm saying? Guys come across it, and some people will say you quit on that play. That would be considered quitting. So I'm saying everyone has aspects of it. So like I see where your threshold is, but where's everyone else's threshold? Because I've done that before. I've quit on plays or made business decisions. So that's what I'm saying. And not like totally like quit on a team.
I quit in the game to prove a point, bro, and my point was proven. You know what I mean? Like I quit to prove a point. Now when you know what? Go ahead, AR. I apologize.
Sorry, I was just gonna touch up real quickly on just on what you were saying, like Cam Newton's Super Bowl play. You know, a lot of people were questioning that he quit it on that particular play, but in his opinion, it was a business decision. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah,
the fumble you talking about?
I quit. Yes. I quit on one play. I quit on a quarter to prove a point. Right now, when it comes to last year, for whatever reason, bro, we didn't succeed. Right? Be it he quit, be it the coach quit on him, be it the coach gave up on him too early. I don't know whatever the reason was. But what I do know is I did not watch a guy play to his full potential like I know he could. I did not see that. Right. That's why I question,
So what do you consider that then? So do you consider that like if you know you could play better, but you're just out there just to be out there? Is that quitting?
I'm not gonna say he flat out quit. I'm gonna say he flat out played half-ass. It looked like he played half-ass. He played up to the level of what the coach put into him. So if you
didn't exceed the standard,
I'm gonna give you half-assedness back.
Could people consider that quitting then?
Some people can. It all depends on if you see the glass half empty or half full. It depends on what type of person you are. Did you see the see the glass half empty? Right. Did you see it half full?
It could be a change in his in a certain player's standard. Like if you, and I'm gonna get to y'all because I see you over there, bro. But like if you have like a person that's getting up every morning and like let's say,
I think he froze. I guess go ahead. Go ahead, AR.
Just real quickly, I don't think he. Sorry, Kush is back. Go ahead, Kush.
Oh no, go ahead, brother. Go
ahead. Just with Carr, I think a lot of it. I don't think he's ever been a quitter. I think a lot of it was morale and confidence was shot, and that led to poor production and performance. That's just my personal take. But moving on, like kind of shifting the focus, we're talking about quitters and maybe lack of heart. Did you guys ever hear the interview that I believe it was Danny Amendola had and his takes on Jimmy Garoppolo? Did you ever listen to that?
Oh, you talking about the pivot one? The pivot?
I'm not sure what it was, but in particular, he was talking about Jimmy.
Yeah.
Okay, so for the rest of you who hadn't listened to it,
break that one down.
I went on a YouTube rabbit hole, and on one of these shorts, it was Amendola talking about Jimmy Garoppolo during their time with the Patriots, and I think it was the last season. He was there. Jimmy Garoppolo was the backup, as well as Jacoby Brissett to Tom Brady. Now, Tom Brady, for some reason, was taking a break or wasn't available. Jimmy Garoppolo was the guy, and he was actually doing a pretty decent job up until he got hurt in a particular game. And the injury was to his non-throwing thumb or hand, whatever it was. So they chucked in Jacoby Brissett. Now, Jacoby Brissett got proper injured on his, I think it was actually his throwing arm, or like a pretty bad injury.
Tore his shoulder. It was tore his shoulder.
Tore his shoulder, whatever it was. And, instead of with Jimmy G copped a lot of heat because instead of going on and playing with an injury that a lot of the players didn't deem to be game threatening, I mean, he couldn't play through it. He decided no, he wasn't going to play. Whereas Brissett, even though he was proper hurt, was like, no, I'm playing. You know what I mean? And he played through that injury and did what he could.
And they won the game, didn't they?
And they let the team go through the whole week preparing as if he was going to be the quarterback. And he ducked out like the last second.
I like that.
So for me, when I heard that story, because admittedly, I haven't watched too much of Jimmy G's tape. I don't watch too much football outside of Raider football. It's to your point, Dirty. If you're not a Raider, I don't care. So now he's a Raider. Like maybe I should invest in some time and watching the tape. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna roll with him, see what happens. But hearing that story, it was a little bit of a an eye opener and kind of concerning. But
are you sure you didn't hear that from me, Art? Because I had that. I brought that into a debate because people was killing me. People were killing me when I brought that.
I watched that on a short. Just when you scroll through your shorts and then random videos popped up. Yeah, that was one of them.
It was the Pivot podcast. You watch it and I seen that's why I had brought it up because when we assigned him, I was like, I hate the move when I said that, and then I brought that up, and then I just got killed. And then, but I mean, he is our guy.
He's our guy.
Unfortunately,
Carr's not our guy anymore. I don't care about Carr anymore, so I'm shifting the focus.
Okay,
to who we do have, and hearing that story was a little concerning.
So I want to caveat. Let me ask him on that. Because he made a business decision, do you consider that quitting?
On that particular occasion?
Yeah, because it was a business decision. He wanted to protect his body. He is hurt. He's not injured. He's hurt. And yeah. Now you could, but it's a playable injury. Everyone could play through it. He's had it. He's done it before. But during this particular time, we don't know what happened. Only the people in that locker room know.
Yeah.
And we only got a little bit of the aspect of what transpired or the back conversations. Mm-hmm. I will say he made a business decision. I wouldn't consider it quitting. But the thing is when you're back, when he wasn't the number one at the time and he was in a battle. So I don't consider that quitting. I just consider that a business decision. He took time. He wanted to be right. Some guys have to be mentally there, and if you're not mentally there, you just play even worse. You know what I mean?
But with that said, if you're the backup and it's your it was his time, giving him the they gave him the ball and said, you run with it. You know what I mean? Like you really want to take advantage of those situations, and it was his time, and to not play through. Like if it was like a proper injury, like say what Jacoby Brissett had. Is what Jimmy G had, and he made a business decision to decide not to play them. I'd be fine with that. But the fact that it was like a light injury to his non-throwing hand,
separated shoulder,
and you've been given the ball and you're not going to run with it.
Yeah, but and that's my thing. I get it, but the thing that the biggest thing for me is the team felt like he quit. That's why Amendola said it. Because
Yeah.
Amendola said
He
the
wouldn't. He
team
wouldn't have
felt
brought
he
it up
quit
if
on them.
not. Yeah, he wouldn't have brought it up if not. If he
Yeah.
felt some type of way about it.
Now I don't
Right.
see it as quitting. I just say he made a business decision. You know, because this is the time we're in now.
Mhm.
Everyone's their own. Everyone's their own LLC in the NFL, man. I got to do what's best for business.
Well, you know,
I get that because
you look at like guys like you know, like Max Crosby. You have a different position. Of course, you can't use that same dexterity from and that excuse for their dexterity. But you have a guy like Max Crosby. Ideally, you want a person that is gonna break their hand or break their finger, wrap it up, tear the shoulder, go out there and do it. But from a quarterback position too, you also have to look at longevity. If he misses a game, or what the implications are, how long if he gets hit or if he gets hurt going forward, is he going to be out of the game? You know, is that going to set him out 5, 6 more games, or is he going to be out for the rest of the season if he gets hit or something like that too? So with quarterbacks, I think, you know, yeah, you like to see your quarterback to be a lot tougher, you know, to make that game time decision, say, I'm going to do whatever it's going to take and have that Max Crosby mentality. But like JT said, where you got $100 million that could be on the line, or $200 million like Lamar. I mean, nobody said anything about Lamar. That's the same type of situation. It's not the same type of situation, but you look at Lamar's injury last year, where they were looking at if he was lamenting his injury, or if he was out there really, you know, pressuring the team to be able to pay him more. So that's where you got to really take into consideration who's hurt and who can play if they're injured or actually hurt. And if you can play while you're hurt, that's one thing. If you can play while you're injured, you shouldn't be doing that, because that could set you back for your career.
Yeah, just ask Robert Griffin.
Bruh, for real. Oh, that was mismanaged. Like
he had a big take on that Lamar Jackson situation, and he was like, I can totally relate. I mean, if I'd have just made a business decision for that playoff game and sat out, my whole career could
still be playing today.
He could have been one of the greats.
Yeah. He would be a back. He'd still be in the lead as a backup.
He could even be a star. He could have even been. He could still be one of the biggest stars in the league. That whole that game and that injury he suffered changed everything. Changed the course of his career.
At worst, he would have been a backup. Or he could have been Brian Hoyer.
Didn't that happen to Crosby in the rookie preseason, where he like had a injury? I think he like pulled out his finger or something, and they had to pull it back in so he can get back out the next quarter.
They put it on the cast. They put it on the hard cast, and he went. It was a preseason game, and he was like, "Nah, cast it up."
Nothing to ever beat what Ronnie Lott did.
Taking his
dirty. What did he do? Can he?
Ronnie Lott, man, he had his finger amputated in the middle of a game just so he could.
And went back out there. Yeah.
Wow.
He put it on
his hand or finger.
He cut off a finger.
Cut off a finger in the middle of a game.
How did he? Was it a helmet hit his finger or something? It was like a heavy impact with a.
I think he got caught. He was, he was big on the horse collar tackles, and his finger got caught in the jersey and the pad, and it was ugly. But I was like, yo, put that on ice. I'll be back.
For real, I think he did.
I'm coming back for that.
Yeah,
you know what I like? Since we're talking about it, like I saw another short video last night. It was that video of Kobe Bryant. You know, where he tries to catch the ball and it bounces on his fingertip, and his finger's like broken or out of place. So he kind of hides his pain. He goes over to the coach. He hides it, and his finger like pulls it back into place, and he goes right back on the court like nothing happened.
Yeah, that was all within 20 seconds.
You seen the picture of him when he had a cast on his right hand? He couldn't shoot, and he was shooting free throws with his left hand. He had pajama bottoms on, and under his Laker uniform, like he spent the night in the stadium. Like, yeah, man, that's the type of stuff you want to say. Hey, man, you got that dedication. But,
but see, those are chosen few who can have that mentality.
You don't see them.
It's a chosen few who get that mentality. I would say him, Michael.
LeBron, you got to throw LeBron at some point in that.
I wouldn't even say he has that. I don't think LeBron had. No. LeBron is gifted. I don't think he has that mentality. He's not like that's different level of killer.
He doesn't have that mentality.
Yeah, right. He don't have that killer mentality.
He has the ability to, but he's too nice to be that type of a killer. He can't.
Games off, bro, in the middle of the season.
I say Barkley has it.
Mike ain't doing that, bro. They
It's
playing
that
the
it's
whole
that
season.
murderous it's that murderous
Yeah.
mentality too of always being in your opponent's head of saying I need to go get my ass in the gym because Kobe just left and he's drenching in sweat and I'm over here eating breakfast. Like there's tons of that's where the difference from like Kobe, Jordan is like they would show you like, oh no, motherfucker, you ain't gonna outwork my ass. Like
Yeah.
you'll see that from LeBron,
Yeah.
but it's a different, he got his own little private trainers, nobody sees what he do. But Kobe is like, I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna be in the gym before you even show up for the shoot
Yeah.
around.
I think Kobe's a threshold, but it's like it's
Pink, I
offensive.
own pink. Y'all got a problem with pink? I own some pink.
Pink. What
Real
isn't that?
pink,
What,
bro.
that's breast cancer color, isn't that? Breast cancer color is pink.
Bro, ain't
Who's got a
the
problem with
bottom of
pink?
this hat pink?
Who wear
Nah,
pink?
it's like salmon, a
Bro,
little
that's
fuchsia.
pink, bro.
Somebody had a problem with pink?
Nigga, I got pink belts. I got pink golf gear, man. Come on, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with a little bit of pink.
Somebody messing with
Not
you
a
wearing
lot of
pink?
pink. I wouldn't pink all the way out, bro. I mean,
Hey, you must not like Miami then.
just
Hey,
saying.
who don't like pink? They don't like coochie.
I'm just saying, bro.
Yeah, I like pink if you know what I'm saying.
I love
Mhm.
pink.
Yeah, I love that pink.
Bro, I could wear a little bit of pink, bro. It's not a big deal to me.
Yeah, I don't think. Hey, come to think about it, I don't think the last person that had that mentality in football, I personally would say it would be Tom Brady. I don't see nobody else with that mentality.
Oh, in football, yeah, Tom Brady will come out there and
I
murder.
would
He's
say
trying to murder you.
Tom.
He's trying to murder you, boy.
I don't see anybody else like that. I
Nah,
don't.
Pink.
the last person before that probably was like Ray Lewis.
Right.
There's a lot of people. You had Ray
Hold on,
Lewis, you had Ed Reed, you had Brian Dawkins,
Yeah,
you
shit,
had
they
Warren
like brown.
Sapp, you had Derek Brooks. They look like Brown.
They like brown.
Real men wear whatever color they want to wear, Pizzle. Real men wear whatever the fuck they want to
Yeah.
wear, bro. 'Cause a
Damn, the
real
league
man
has changed,
fuck
man.
with
There ain't no
nobody no pink
killer.
about them.
Ain't no killers,
That's how I
dog. Ain't no
look at it.
killers like
Oh,
that,
you know what?
man.
Let's go. Let's go. Who is the killer in the NFL right now? Who's the
That's a good
killer?
ass. It's a good ass question.
Henry Ruggs.
Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes.
In the NFL.
15 red.
My
Yeah.
bad.
As much as I hate to say it, Patty Mahomes.
Fuck. Yeah, 15 is
I
that.
hate saying that, but yeah.
I
I
hate saying
can't.
it
I
too,
can't
bro.
even call him a killer, bro. I can't.
I'm not. I don't think he is. I just think he's that gifted. It just looked like he is, but he's
Well,
But I agree with your comment about Tom Brady. Definitely. Most
Brady,
definitely.
yeah. Brady's
because Brady didn't like you. Like he didn't like you. He would say, "Nigga, fuck you." That's why he was almost fighting all them DBs. Tampa
Yeah,
Bay
for
happened
real.
with him in Tampa Bay, KC.
Yeah, that's facts. That's
But
facts.
Oh, you know what?
like LeBron, he gifted.
Okay,
Who,
I
Like
hate.
LeBron.
Damn, I just not thought of that. He is on KC. Who's that defensive tackle? He kept showing up in the playoffs. I'll
Chris
say
Jones?
him.
Chris
The one who
Jones.
showed up in the playoffs.
Chris
Oh
Jones?
yeah.
I think he's like 95.
Yeah, that's Chris Jones, bro.
Yeah, I would say maybe him more.
I tell you, it was a killer who was a Raider. Khalil Mack. He was a killer.
He was a
I
young killer, man. I
don't-
wish he would have. I wish he would have stuck around.
I got him in that Patrick Mahomes class. He's nice, but he's too nice to be a killer, man.
He was a
Khalil Mack.
hitman in training.
He was
He did. He look. Okay, I'm gonna say this. Could he play
nice.
for? Could he play for Rex Ryan? Like the Bears. I
Khalil
couldn't
Mack.
see. Yeah, like did he have the attitude to play? Like he had the skill set. I'm saying the attitude to survive.
was
like
good.
somebody,
Yeah, he
someone
was
like
a
Rex
fighter. He had
talking shit.
attitude when he was on the field. Yeah.
Mike Singletary
Yeah,
was a
skill-wise.
killer. Steve McMichael was a killer. Those guys.
Yeah, but I'm talking about now though. Like yeah, we all know that in the past they were there. I'm talking about right now.
right now.
The ones, yeah, the ones that we talk about, like them Ray Lewis type cats that would come out there pregame, hype up their teammates.
Cam
make
Hayward
people
is a
play
killer.
harder. Cam Hayward's cold. He's cold.
That's an interesting one from Joel. He says Amik is a killer. I know Dirty would like that. Do you think he's a killer, Dirty?
Oh man.
I wouldn't call him a killer. He a dog though.
He got
He said, "I
attitude, but he ain't a
but
killer.
don't push me."
But he did write JK underneath it. But no, Amik is a dog. I wouldn't call him a killer. A dog, yeah, but not a killer.
A dog, but not a killer.
Yeah, I'd call him a dog, but not a killer.
Oh, I know. I got it. I think I got two now. We just got to think about it. DK Metcalf. I got Debo. It was crazy that they're on offense and not on defense no more, though.
Oh man, I wouldn't even call them killers either, bro.
No, DK
Hey,
is.
what about Devontae? If we're gonna do that, what about Devontae? Where's he
I was gonna
standing?
say if you're listening to those other
Yeah,
guys, you got to
I
put
was like,
Devontae on that same echelon.
that's what I'm getting there.
You get there?
Because
Okay,
like,
okay.
but my thing is Devontae doesn't fight people.
Shit,
Patrick Surtain?
bruh. He fought the
Patrick
fucking-
Surtain?
he fought the camera guy in Kansas City.
You
Yeah.
don't
wouldn't,
think his
'cause
exchange with Patrick Surtain was killer
I
mentality?
mean, everyone has exchanges. I'm talking about legitly, like, yo, it's
Yeah, just that
Oh,
like,
intimidation
yo,
factor.
let's just take this off the field. It wasn't that. Like, I would say the last time I seen that with Raider, it would be Crabtree and old boy who
That was
yeah, I don't even
that
like
wasn't
saying
fair.
what's the
That wasn't
DN?
fair.
What's
That
the
wasn't fair.
DN on Dallas?
Oh, Micah
Parsons.
Parsons? Yeah.
I think he's too nice.
Yeah.
Again, he's like Khalil Mack for me.
Bro, that
I
boy
like
come
that.
off the
Yeah, I
edge
like that.
killing me.
I
That
can see
boy's
that.
a
I
killer.
can see that. In the
Yeah,
playoffs,
he a
he showed
killer.
out. He showed out. He showed out. He did have
Bro,
a
he
game
got
where he
showed his
covered that.
ass for 2 seasons straight. Bro, he is a killer.
That is true.
That's crazy.
That's a
Like, there's no
that's a
definitive person who's just.
nah. In the
Aaron
early
Donald is a
2000s, you
killer.
can identify.
He's not in the
Aaron
league no
Donald,
more.
he was
Aaron
a
Donald.
killer though.
He
He was that
retired.
guy that you would see and you'd be
When?
like, oh shit.
Donald's
This
not
off
retired.
season, he retired.
Are you
No,
sure?
the fuck he didn't.
Yeah, he did. He retired.
Oh, I don't think he
I'm
did,
having a
bro.
look.
Makes
If he
sense.
did, that's the first news I heard. You breaking news to me, and I wouldn't be shocked. I know that he was close to it. You looking it up, Aaron?
Yeah.
No, it says it says on Wikipedia is an American football defensive tackle for the Los Angeles Rams.
He ain't
Is
there
not
yet.
was.
And he shows up on their depth chart.
He ain't there yet,
Um,
JT.
He's
Man,
in there as a
I think he was
starter.
thinking about it, but I don't think.
I,
he's
Yeah,
I
he was
would.
talking
I
about
want him to. Man, I would love for him to retire because he's just gonna be playing on a shitty ass team.
clears up.
He trying to cash out. How much he probably get? He got a little nice little.
Oh, he
bag there. He
recanted
like,
Bro,
it.
we can go to the Rams Raiders preseason game for $17, bro.
Damn. Is that
That's
bad?
how bad they are right now, bro. We can go for $17.
Damn.
Shit, our preseason game is 52, no lower. Nigga, they shit
Oh, okay, he
72.
recanted. I was wrong. He recanted it.
27 for the Rams game. Is the
So
cheapest.
my bad. I was wrong. He recanted it. He did announce it, but then he said he was joking.
Just real
Really?
quickly, you're talking about ticket numbers. How much for a ticket to the Chargers Raiders game in Los
$9.
Angeles?
Oh no,
I
that's
looked
the
it
Rams
up.
Chargers. My bad.
I looked it up. You talking about in SoFi?
Yeah, it's SoFi.
I looked it up the other night because I was looking at tickets, man, and it's like you can get a decent, well, not a decent. You can get a ticket for like $150, like in the upper section. But like a decent ticket is like $250. Good tickets is like
For the
$250,
preseason?
$300. But no, regular season. My
No,
bad, for
regular
the Chargers.
Oh, okay.
But for the preseason game on August
In
19th,
SoFi
tickets as low as $27 for Wait,
for the Rams.
hold on.
Well, what game is it? Because I mean, sometimes if it's like the
I was
third,
talking about Chargers Raiders in
We're
SoFi.
talking about two
It's
separate
not.
games.
It's not
yeah, the
giving
one in
me any
Chargers
numbers
is
for the
different.
Chargers yet.
I looked up the one for SoFi. It was like $150 something. If you go to StubHub, it's on StubHub.
Vegas.
You know how much I paid for a ticket in the Black Hole?
How much?
2019. I paid
probably
for
like
2 tickets. It
$600.
was, so I actually bought 2 tickets. The first time I was supposed to go to the Thursday night football game versus the Chargers, and I ended up paying $1,400 for the for 2 tickets in the Black Hole.
How much? You said black hole. I know you was paying a hefty penny because somebody had to sell them tickets.
Yeah, and then I actually had to sell those tickets because my scheduling conflicted when I was supposed to go there, and I ended up going later to the Bengals game. But it was about $200 cheaper. It was still like $600 a ticket. But like, I guess for me, it was like, I don't care whatever number it is, whatever it takes. I want to sit in the Black Hole if I'm coming to a Raider game in Oakland.
What was your experience about that, bro? Share it with the folks, man.
one of the greatest days of my life. It was a lifelong dream, and it was a dream fulfilled while I could still fulfill it. You know what I mean? Because like, yeah, they're in Vegas now, and it's a great stadium, but I wanted to go to the heart and soul of Raider football, which was the Oakland Coliseum. To be able to experience that, even just one time, one of the best days of my life. I'll never forget. And it was actually their last home win too in Oakland.
Bro, it's crazy.
I got a question
to
to
hear
ask
people
y'all.
hold the. It's crazy to hear people hold the Coliseum at such a high standard. When I used to live down the street from that shit, I used to go to the A's games on Dollar Wednesday. It'd be $1 to go to the game, and we'd be in there like, bro, this is a piece of shit stadium. And
Bro,
it's just crazy to
it
hear
is a
people
piece
say
of
that.
shit. It is
It is a
every
piece of
bit
shit,
the piece
baby.
of shit it looks like on TV. But you know what? It was our piece of shit.
All right,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna
It
ask
was
y'all a
our
question. I'm gonna ask y'all a question. Y'all might say it's blasphemy.
Yeah, you get it?
I personally feel we need to. Do y'all feel we need to retire the black hole?
Is there a black hole?
If they retire it, then that
See,
means
I was gonna say that because they're
if they
trying to bring
retire
it. Since it's
if they
not
retire it,
around, shouldn't we retire it now? And
no.
because it's a
I mean,
new stadium, that should be
if
to
Gorilla
Oakland.
and that, like,
Look,
they want to
I
carry
would-
on the legacy, I don't think they're gonna want to do that. Retire the black hole. That would mean like they would want to retire it. Like guys like
Yeah,
Gorilla
but
and
it
Hear
ain't
me out, all
cracking.
eyes. Hear me out. I'll get to
That's
it.
the problem. It ain't cracking. It's got a crack.
Yeah.
And then, you know, the wall on that side is so high. You know?
See,
But it's to my point though. That's why I wanted to go when it was in Oakland. I wanted to be in that, you know, the proper black hole in all its glory. You know what I mean? With
damn,
all the diehards
Terrence,
in
that hurt.
Oakland Coliseum. So
That's
yeah.
what it is,
Hey,
though. That's the
hey,
side.
it
That's
is.
the side they chose to be the black hole, where the fucking club is.
Yep. They cashed it out. They cashed out. They charged like a couple $1,000s just to sit up in there and drink. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
bro.
Get the
Okay.
prostitution. But you know what
You
though? To
can't
answer
get
that
in there
question
unless you buy a
directly,
bottle.
man, the black hole it represented something back in the day. It represented it was a home field advantage for us. Like teams they would talk about that. They still talk about, oh man, you go to Oakland, man, you gotta go face the Raiders and the black hole. They say the Raiders and the black hole. They said
Right.
that consecutively, like it was a whole separate entity within the stadium
Hostile
of
territory.
intimidation.
It
Yeah,
the
Hostile
12th
territory.
man, 12th man, baby. You had
yeah.
to deal with us.
Can't get in there, Alfredo.
Hold
That's
up.
the problem. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's nice, but your average fan, your real true diehard Raider fan can't get in there. The only people that's really in there, man,
Gotta
most of
have-
the people in there, that shit is comp for them through the hotel.
No, you want me to be honest?
Influences.
The last six games was all international people in there, and they all they're from a specific demographic and specific group of people
I got you. Yeah, I
of
saw
a
it on the camera.
certain club you had to be a part of.
Really?
If you
It's even further to my point, JT. Why I wanted to go when they were still in Oakland.
yeah, but see,
Hell yeah.
people have been killing me. I'm saying I don't see the transition happening well. So we need to retire that and leave it as tradition. Like that tradition, let's leave it. That was part of Oakland. That was part of that era. Let's retire it. I don't want to ruin that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm be honest. This is going to be a new fan base. It's a new stadium. It's a new attitude. That was Al Davis. We are now in the Mark Davis era.
Do you think that's what Gorilla Rilla and Violator and all those guys would want?
They're stuck in the past. They can't let go, and I can't fault them for that. I can't
But
fault
do you
them
not
for
believe that they at least deserve to have?
they deserve a tribute. That's what I'm saying. We need to retire it, and everyone a part of that era, especially the big dogs. They need to be a part of that to acknowledge their fandom, to acknowledge their loyalty, to acknowledge the livelihood they put forth and how much they invested. They're just as much a part of the team as the players are. In fact, some of them are more recognizable than players. So honestly, like that's what the team needs to do to bring the fans back in. You start acknowledging the fans. Oh, look what they're doing with the fan base. Those are just fans that they're acknowledging, retiring, honoring. You don't think that's going to bring more people into the seats?
I'll tell you what would bring more
Especially
people
after what
into
he
the
just
seats.
did with kicking people out.
I'll tell
Man,
you what
let me
would
be
bring.
part of this PR team, bro. I have that. I have our stadium packed.
JT, winning would bring more people into the seats.
I mean, that's a given, but I'm saying, you know, I'll be honest with you. I don't know. I can't say that anymore.
When we was losing in Oakland, motherfuckers were still showing up to the game.
I know.
No,
But like, we're not Oakland anymore. It's Las Vegas, and
I
unfortunately,
understand. But if you was a Raider fan supporting us when we was in a shit ass stadium and we was going through shit seasons, no reason for you not to support us. We're in the best stadium in the NFL. You know what I mean? And we're halfway decent.
Hold on.
I'm right there with you, Dirty. But unfortunately, that's not what happened last season.
Let's not act like when we were in Oakland that we used to sell out all the time, bro. I could think of a hell of times that game was blacked out.
I'm not saying that we didn't sell out. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that we did sell out every game. I'm just saying motherfuckers was showing up.
That's where the most
that's a given. But here's my thing, Avocasi. Just because you win doesn't mean that it's your fans showing up.
Well, I think it would improve the cause. I mean, like, do you remember the last 2 games of the season? We played the Niners, we played the Chiefs. The amount of red I saw on my TV screen was enough to make me want to puke.
My
You
point
would
exactly.
never, ever see that in Oakland. I remember the year where we lost 10 straight. I think we played a Friday night game, and we ended up we almost sold that stadium out. A team that's lost 10 straight, and there was barely anything else other than black, silver, and white.
I told you that was that was what you was gonna see for the first 3 or 4 seasons in a new stadium.
You know what the explanation for that is? Because when we were in Oakland, those season tickets were like kind of passed down because we had already been there for a while and established ourselves. We were back there for 30 years. So like people would have season tickets and then become disinterested in football and pass them down to like their kids, or they would die and pass them season tickets down. So they would stay in the family. But when they moved to Vegas, then season tickets became available for everybody to buy. So it wasn't an exclusive club anymore. Now anybody can buy them. You know what I mean? Where before there was only a limited amount of season tickets that were available because most of the ones that were purchased were being used by the people that bought them.
And I guess Vegas is also like a tourist attraction. You know what I mean?
Oh,
like,
it is a hub.
Right now,
it is a hub.
Big time.
Do you know that a Raider ticket is hella expensive, bro? Winning or losing, a Raider to get a ticket to the Raider game in Vegas. Look, I'm gonna tell you this: if I buy a ticket right now for $200, for say I buy that for fucking week 9, bro. If I buy that ticket for week 9, and we're not doing so hot, but the team we playing, their fans travel, you know what I mean, and they're doing great, bro. That ticket that I paid for $200, bro, I could easily sell for $1,200. You think I'm not gonna get you think I'm not gonna get my 200 plus a thou wow back?
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, if you want a quick come up, buy the tickets in the visitor section. Buy a ticket in the visitor section. If you don't want to show up, you can easily sell that ticket.
I'm just saying, like, you know, there's certain fans that their bottom line is the dollar, bro. If they can make the money plus some extra that they pay for the ticket, bro, they're gonna do it. Unfortunately, that's just the way of the world. It really ain't got shit to do with fans. It's got everything to do with the way the financial system is set up in America. And if you can get you an extra dollar, nigga, you're gonna get you an extra fucking dollar. That's just point blank.
I'm gonna be honest right now, man. Winning is not gonna bring back the fan base. Like, there's too much economic struggle. They'll show up to like a fan like a fan affair, but to actually go into a game, it's an investment, man. Like for some people, it might be rent. It's rent for some people. You ain't gonna pay rent just to go to a game, and then at the end of the game, you might be pissed the fuck off.
Man, right?
That's not. I mean, I truly want to say winning will bring it back. It's not going to bring the fan base back right now. Not right now in the time frame we are. It will help. You getting out of here, AK?
I told you, ticket prices for the Raiders are going to be astronomical for the first 4 years,
Hey,
especially due
appreciate
to
you,
COVID.
Avocasi, bro. I got your message.
Sorry, guys. Just I got to go. Thanks for having me on. It's good to chop it up with you again.
Oh man, it was nice talking to you, brother.
Bush, Dirty, and JT. Take care,
Yeah,
gang, and
man.
everyone in the chat.
Absolutely.
We'll have a
Hell
good
yeah,
day.
it was good talking to you,
Have a
man.
good one.
For
Yeah.
sure. Peace.
Take care.
Thank you for pulling up.
Look, you
What you saying,
in a
Dirty?
sense, look, I told you this was going to be this way for at least the first 4 years, especially due to COVID. There was a lot of money put up. No money came in the first season because we couldn't have fans in the stands. You know what I mean? Promotion wasn't paying like it was supposed to. So it really put them behind the 8 ball a little bit. They recouped a good portion of it last year because our tickets was fucking ridiculous the year before, the year before last. And then last year's tickets weren't cheap either. This year's tickets ain't gonna be cheap, and I guarantee you next year's tickets ain't gonna be cheap. But I guarantee you in year 5, once they've recouped all of their money plus the extra, and they're in the black and and not the red, I guarantee you the ticket prices will come down just a little bit. But right now, it's a phenomenon for Vegas. You know what I mean? It's fresh, it's new, it's hot, it's happening. It's the hippest thing in town. You know what I mean? And these hotels who done bought all these stakes into, you know what I mean, the Raiders, putting in this money, these extra taxes, and paying for the stadium and shit like that. That's how they got them tickets. And then they comp them tickets to people, but then people want to come stay at that hotel because they're getting comp tickets to the biggest thing in Vegas right now. You know what I mean? And then they're getting their money from them, and then everybody wins in about 4 or 5 years. And then that's when, after everybody has won, then that's when they start to cut you a little break on your tickets a little bit. Because you know what? The new hottest thing in Vegas would have taken over, and that's going to be A's baseball.
But here's the thing: if we start winning, why should he lower the prices?
Right.
He gonna look at them like they the Lakers.
No, but see, you got to also think about it. In 5 years, the minimum wage would have come up, so the ticket technically it would be at an affordable price, especially if it doesn't move.
But then the cost of living, yeah, but you can raise the minimum wage, but the cost of living is gonna go up still. So it's
living adjusts every 5 years.
Yeah, and it's already percent going to go up.
So
not the end of this year, at the end of next year, it's projected to go up again. So, like the cost of living is going to go up regardless. And the minimum pay ain't gonna dent none of that. But if he puts a winning product out, he already sees he's trying to make the Raiders as the Lakers of basketball. He's trying to do that. So if we win, he's not lowering the prices. Like honestly, if you want to go to a game, you want the Raiders to lose. You want them to lose because they're just not gonna they're not gonna be able to fill the seats. But if they win, hey, I'm gonna be honest, I don't see them easing up on that prices. Not if you put in a winning product on the field and you got the hot stadium.
Supply and demand. If people will pay it, why would you bring it down?
Nah, because he's going to bring the entertainment factor. You see what he's trying to do? He's trying to get all the celebrities there.
I don't think they're coming down, but I think in 5 years they would have leveled out, and you'd be used to it as well. So you gonna pay the price. Niggas gonna seem average to you.
Yeah, but he's still gonna be the most. He's considered broke as an owner. He's gonna be the broke owner. So he's gonna try to not just recoup. He's gonna try and get up.
Okay.
Because if he raises the value of the team, I mean, eventually he's. I'm gonna be honest with you. He's gonna sell the team. He's selling the team.
I see you, Kush.
Oh yeah, you good. You know, he hitting that 3-hour point. You know what I'm saying? Earn is gonna, he's gonna ready to shut it down here in about a bit. So
yeah,
we get through last minute. You guys got some good topics tonight. Everybody on fire though, man.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest. All the teams that come to Vegas, man, they ain't lucrative teams. The A's aren't gonna win in Vegas.
You
The
crazy.
Aces, ain't nobody watching WNBA like that. I mean, the Knights,
JT.
it's hockey. Man,
The,
dude,
the,
stop it.
the,
The A's are
the A's,
trash, man. You guys can't even beat
listen,
the Angels.
listen to me.
Stop, man. Get out of here. You can't even beat the Angels.
You're gonna have to hear me out on this one. Look, the A's have good scouting, bro. The problem is nobody goes to our games, so we have no money to pay players that we raise up in our farm system. They come up in our farm system, and the Yankees take them away because they have more money.
Mhm.
When we go to Vegas, we'll be filling our stadium. Then we'll have revenue. We'll be able to pay players to go with that good scouting. Then everything changes.
So,
Till
so let
you
me
get
ask
a
you
new
this.
owner,
Let me
bro.
ask,
Till y'all get a new owner, you stuck, bro.
so let me ask you this. With all that
That man
scouting,
sucks.
with all that finding the diamonds in the rough, when was the last time you've been in the playoffs?
When was the last time we was actually able to pay a player to stay?
No, no,
Name
no.
one.
If you
Look,
find the guys and you
if
have
you
them
had
there,
an
you've
owner
had
with
good enough
money,
teams to get to the playoffs.
I'm telling you, if you get an owner with some money that ain't scared to spend, bro, y'all be all right. But until then, it ain't gonna happen, bro. It don't
Oh,
When
matter
you go
where
to
you are.
Vegas,
It
then you can sell out the stadium and you can have money to pay players.
you
if
need a
It's
you
team to
go to
set out the
Vegas,
it's
you
one
go
stadium.
to
plus
Vegas, but
one.
if you don't go with a new owner, you ain't selling out shit.
Yeah, you going with the same team that lost in Oakland. They
You
just gonna
also have
lose
a
in
set.
Vegas.
So you didn't
You
hear
also have a
anything I
setback
said, but
too.
that's okay.
You have a hater that's in Vegas too of the A's when it comes to the marketing and the publicity. It's Mark Davis.
Who?
Mark
Yep.
Davis.
He might
Because
be
the
the
That's
A's
person who buy
somebody.
the team.
the
He
A's
He
trying
was
to
acting
might
he's trying to
he's
monopolize that.
He's still trying to buy the A's,
potentially
bro.
Yeah, he's trying to
the
potentially he
A's was
monopolize
he
acting
the
might.
hella
sporting
shitty with the
market.
Raiders. The A's acting hella shitty after the Raiders left. Their slogan became rooted in Oakland and we ain't going nowhere. And now look at them.
Yeah, they
Bro,
broke the hearts
that's
of the
because they
city.
wanted a new stadium, bro. The Raiders did the
Mhm.
same shit. They wanted a new stadium,
Well,
and the
no,
city
they
won't give
they
them one.
blocked it. The
But
A's blocked them from getting a new stadium because they had a
Yep.
10-year lease that they wouldn't exercise any
I,
flexibility on
I'm,
too. You know what I
I'm
mean?
I'm aware of all of that. You know what I mean? But I'm still saying, look, the thing about it is the A's you can say the A's blocked everything that you want. You know what I mean? You can say all of that, right? The fact remains is Mark Davis was promised a new stadium when he left LA. 20 years later, this nigga couldn't even get fucking the plumbing fixed. If nothing else, at least fucking revamp the stadium. If you don't want to build a new one, at least fucking make it safe.
So
Make the fucking toilets
To
flushable.
be clear, Al Davis wasn't promised a new stadium. They was promised that they would talk to him about a new stadium.
Like, he was promised a new stadium, bro. Go look at the
Wrong. No,
contract. Go look
no,
at the contract. He was
no,
promised the stadium.
no, he wasn't.
He was.
No, he wasn't.
He was.
He wasn't.
He was.
Was not.
He
hey,
was.
Chris, it's not me this time,
Was
Chris.
not.
It's
It
not me
was.
this
I
time.
know,
Okay.
They were
baby.
supposed to.
I'm gonna
They
do
were
my
supposed
damn.
to
I'm
No, you're
innocent.
not winning.
look,
I'm not giving up the last word on this one
bro,
because I know I'm right.
I see you,
bro.
No,
dog.
no,
They were
no.
supposed to
Hey,
redo
Chris, hit the button, bro. Let's
O.co,
get up
bro.
out of
They
here.
were supposed to redo O.co.
Yeah, but you said that they were supposed to give him a whole new stadium when that's false.
Bro, I meant the insides, bro. They were supposed to remodel the stadium and make it safer for everybody.
Well, they did remodel it when he came back. They gave him fucking Mount Davis and destroyed the whole shit.
Bro, that shit wasn't no remodel, nigga. That was the same toilets from 1953, bro.
I
Same
mean,
goddamn toilets,
it
nigga.
was
I,
it
I
was
could have
structurally
sworn my
remodeled.
great granddaddy's name was etched on the wall somewhere. Nigga, that shit was all the same.
You're not
Nothing
lying about
changed in that
that.
shit.
You're not lying about that. But it was structurally remodeled.
Hey, see
Not a
that? Hey, see
goddamn
that? Hey, that's NorCal stuff. We don't do that down there in SoCal. We don't be doing that in SoCal. We
Hey,
treat y'all right
hey,
in SoCal. That's
bro,
that Bay
we had
Area. That's that Bay stuff.
we had horse troughs to piss in at the Oakland Coliseum, bro. It was a
Hey,
long
man.
ass fucking horse trough, and the hell of motherfuckers be standing up there pissing. I'd be like, bro, I'll wait till everybody's done. I'll
Yeah,
wait till everybody
Terrence,
goes up.
1953 when the Negro Leagues played there, nigga. It was the same fucking stars.
You
Yeah,
talking about Satchel Paige?
Satchel Paige was up in that motherfucking stadium, bro, and it looked the same then.
Well, I think that's a good place to end it, Aaron. What you think, bro? That was a good topic right there, man.
Yeah,
bro,
Aaron about to go hit the punching bag. He's so mad right now.
I am like, I am like pretty much scheduled for a 2 hours and 15-minute show, and we are at 3.5 hours. Yeah, so I'm
Hey,
My
tired.
bad. I heard y'all talking about my pick, so I had to come jump in real quick.
JT, the floor is yours, bro. tell us the new deeds about the new show before we get up out of here, bro.
Uh, yeah, the show's coming. I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little frustrated right now with the whole laptop and everything. There is a video uploaded. It's been privated, so I'm trying to get the footage from that, and I'm honestly editing on my phone. But I will have that. I'll have it in a week. I'll have it next week. Preferably Tuesday. Um,
The fuck,
I,
man? Stop bullshitting, bro. What the fuck?
man,
All
it's
you gotta
hard
do
as
is hit the
shit
fucking
editing
button,
on the.
man.
Hey,
Shit.
man, it's a 30-minute video. I'm editing on the phone, man.
Come
And I
on,
gotta and I
man.
gotta re-add. I gotta do the audio on the phone, so I have to do the audio
Come
edits
on,
on the
man.
phone. Yeah, I had to
Come
do
on.
everything over.
Damn.
And
Well,
and
shit.
honestly, and I'm cut. It was like I had over an hour of footage, and I was just trying to chop up everything. So it was like, man, it's yeah, man. But I'm gonna get it up there. If not, I'll do a live. Logo is coming. I am going to
Wh-
talk with Dirty and work with how to
What's the
do an
name?
intro.
What's the name of the channel so people can follow you right now?
Up in smoke. I'm sorry, I'm just playing. Um, up for review.
Yeah, fool. Up for review.
Up for
Up.
review is the
Is it? Is
channel,
it?
man.
Hey, how you spell that for? Is it the number four or is it? Because
Yeah, the number
we
4.
got, bro. We got some black folks and we got some bruhs up in our chat too.
Nah,
So we got to
nah.
make
It's
sure.
the Ebonics way. Up
Okay.
for review.
Four. Up for
Four.
review. I like
Four of
that.
them things.
Up for review. I like it. I like it. I like it.
Appreciate. Yeah, that was Dirty right there. I can't take credit.
Yeah.
That was D.
Hey, that's
And honorable mention to Loom and to Loom too.
There ain't no fucking
absolutely.
honorable mention. That nigga had nothing to do with it. Nigga.
Hey, the way y'all was
Nothing.
arguing at
Hey,
that
nigga.
live, I'm just gonna honorable
You know
mention
what? I
Loom.
felt like Little Richard today, bro. That nigga didn't give me no credit, bro. Nigga didn't give me no credit. I started this
Man.
barbecue shit. This the thanks I get?
Well, shit. With that being said, we're gonna kick it to you, Dirty. Where can the folks find you?
Nigga here.
All right. Well then, that's where they gonna find you. Then
I don't know. I'll probably be back in 45 minutes.
there you go. There you
I'll
go.
probably be back in 45 minutes. Who knows? I don't know. I gotta take my son home real quick.
Okay, that's what's
I
up.
ain't
That's
doing
what's up.
shit. I might be back in 45 minutes. I don't know. I'm
Nigga,
There
I'm
high.
you
about
go.
to be
I do what
asleep.
the fuck I want to do. You know what I mean? Yeah, I said
That's
it.
what's up.
Fuck it. 2 tears in the bucket, nigga. Take it to a stage.
Hey, if y'all missed it, I'm on number 4 show today. You know what I'm saying? So we burning them from all ends today. So hey, I appreciate y'all. Earn, what you got for the folks before we get up out of here?
I got a fat. No, I'm playing. Um.
Oh, I heard about
Just
the.
come holler at your boy on TikTok. Burn it, earn. I think it is earn. I don't know. Whatever. Just hit the like button. Go to Kush button. Hit the subscribe button. There you go.
Hey, if y'all get earned up to let's see, I think
Papaya casserole
you got
burnt.
a handful of them. If you get up to if you get up to 25 followers on TikTok, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm gonna make a good skit. I'm gonna do another life skit like we did before. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have one of those skits coming up. So when we get to 25, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna have some fun. We got some good shit. But shit, with that being said, y'all, we're gonna get on up out of here. Y'all know where to find me. I'm gonna be on tomorrow morning for the show at 9:05. We're gonna get our workout on as always and talk over whatever Raider news is going on. But salute to the chat, everybody that was had something to say, that listened in today. We appreciate you guys for staying up this late and just hearing us get off what we had to get off on our chest. So with that being said, thank you to my panel. Thank you to Dirty. Thank you to JT. To my co-host, as always, E. Bro, you are a
Kush.
phenomenal scholar, sir. Always amazing to see
Appreciate you.
you. All right, y'all. Y'all be cool, nation.